Salute, 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 salute. What it do? How y'all been? This is TSK and
Yes,
I
sir.
am La Owns. Graciously blessed with the presence of my man Boulevard 7-3. What it do, big bro?
Salute. How you doing,
You already
little
know.
big bro?
You already know.
Brooklyn Spiders.
You
What's
already
going
know.
on?
You already know.
Yes,
Tatted on my
sir.
skin like the train station.
Ow.
Now, real talk though, but the news of
hmm
the day was
Yeah, let
supposed
me know what's going on here,
yeah,
man.
supposedly Obi Toppin has asked for a trade. And not only did he ask for a trade, I think it's because of this fourth quarter spat that he had with Tom Thibodeau that may have or may haven't been recorded. I'm not sure, right?
Can you
I,
tell me? All right. So you was actually in the back door explaining it to me. Can you let me know what's
they
going on,
saying
and
they
then I'll
saying oh, they
expound.
saying Obi is requesting a trade. They saying it in so many words. Then they say Obi has requested a trade. They say Obi is disgruntled, or they say in all these roundabout ways. But I'll be direct. They say Obi has asked for a trade.
Wow. I mean, okay, SK. Do you
Salute.
blame him? Do you blame
Uh,
him? He
what I
what? What? He
what I
25 years old right now?
yeah, he's 25, about to be 26. Let me look up his age. It'll
Yes,
take
sir.
2 seconds. Obi
See, because
top.
you got all the technology in front of you, brother. But I mean, do you blame him? Like, I mean, I don't want Obi to go, but he needs to. Yeah, he need to get out there and do what the hell he need to do. So I don't blame him, man. I wish it didn't come down to that. But
20, yeah, he's
I,
25. He's born March
25.
1st. So
Okay,
he just turned 25. So he's still young. He's not as old as people pretend to make him seem. But
got you.
I I like to request a trade where your projection is where it is right now. I don't think that's a smart idea for him. I think he should still,
Mm,
you feel what I'm saying? But I get it
Good point.
because people are keep thinking about his contract and stuff like that, and they want to talk
Look at his
about
age. Look at his age.
but NBA players play kind of long, like, and he's 25 now, but he's not projected to be no. I like, realistically, you watch him play, he's not projected to be no star, man. I know he got a lot of athleticism, but he ain't got the skills.
Okay, so you're talking about basketball IQ. Okay,
And skills ain't just
and
IQ.
skills.
Skills is
Well, it
skills. A
ain't just
lot of
all
people got
dunking, right?
skills
It ain't
without
all
having
dunking.
IQ, man.
It ain't all just dunking.
Yeah, and no, I'm just talking about not just dunking and stuff like that, just knowing how to weave in and out of traffic, not being nervous, doing, skills, IQ, all of that
hmm
pertains, you know?
Okay, you know what, SK, I dig what you say. I mean, you know what, I'm giving you your props, man. You're absolutely right.
Because
From my
I don't know if he should or if he shouldn't, but what do you think about it?
well, I mean, just from my standpoint, him being 25 and not a starter, um, coming off the bench, I guess that would be a little frustrating, bruh. If he want to get out there and show his talent, he might not be feeling that he's not getting the opportunity to get out there to show his talent. And
That's a
Tibbs
good
is
point.
putting him in the corner and up on the elbow. Or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because
He might not,
when he out there, he getting funky now.
yeah. But we might not be
So
utilizing the skill sets that he truly have, so he might think he need to be
yes, sir,
that makes sense too. That makes sense. If you feel like you're not being utilized the way you
the
want
proper
to
way,
be
right?
used,
hmm
you feel me? And there is a right way and a wrong way to do things. And you feel me? If you
hmm
focus in on certain areas
Who
like
said that? Keith
Brunson,
Sweat, right? Go ahead, nah. Go
yeah,
ahead,
no,
though.
real talk. And if you focusing on players like Randall and Brunson and RJ, then
Facts,
Obi
facts.
like fifth or fourth on that meter. He's
Right, right,
definitely got a priority.
right. And he probably he hungry. He got energy,
But
yo.
if you should be working, so why he not playing in every pickup game? Why he not working on his game on his own time
That's a great
to where
question
he can
too.
come in
That's
and be more of an impact? These
but do we
things
know that?
actually matter.
Do
You
we
could
know
see
that though?
it. We could see it though, right? We can't just
Facts.
we can't just be on some, this player deserves because he shows you a spark every time. Nah, man, you gotta turn that spark into a fire and be consistent, man. Like,
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. And there's a lot of times that Obi.
First is consistent, then it's efficient, right? Once you consistently can put the numbers up, then you want to learn how to efficiently put the numbers up.
Salute, Dre. Jump on,
Duke.
Duke.
Become the man. For real.
Jump on, Dre. It wasn't. I see you out there, bruh.
Salute.
You know what I mean?
Let me drop the link for those who may want to join us, man. I appreciate everybody that's watching.
Right.
To their family. Happy Juneteenth that just passed this Monday.
Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day.
Man.
Word.
We ain't forgot about you. It's still our week.
Word. It's still our month.
Still our
week. It's still our month.
Know what I mean? Let me drop this link for Dre. See if he want to pop on.
Yeah, Dre, come on, Duke. But I think that I think it's time for RJ quickly. Salute Wiz. Word. Pop. And whatnot. Happy Father's Day, Wiz. I think it's time for Dre. I think it's time for RJ.
Yeah.
Obi and quickly to, you know what I'm saying? It's time.
Yeah.
No more kids. They not kids no more.
I think
once
RJ signed his extension, you seen we kind of took the kids' gloves off. And I mean the fan base as a whole, me personally, I was getting at that nigga from day one. But because there was so much hyperbole going around, man. And we was arguing idiotic conversations, and I really had to have them. And I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand why we having them, but I'm like, are we serious? But you know, I digress. But
we'll say you're gonna jump on in 15 minutes. Okay, cool.
All right, man, for sure. As far as like Obi, I don't think it's a good idea, but I get why he's doing what's best.
Yeah. I'm not mad at him.
And the Knicks organization might want to do it for the simple fact that at this particular time, man, you know, he's not deserving of an extension at this moment. And
good point.
One just off.
Good point. SK.
What's the projection? Nah, that's not good enough. We already gave RJ bread based off projection. We can't be giving out contracts based off projection.
I agree.
It's only so many players you could do that for.
Put it out. Right.
You know what I mean? So I do think that if we were to trade him, what kind of players would you be looking for?
You know what? That's a great question. And you know what? I'm not going to even front of you. Oh man, I hate to even say this, and me and Uncle Freezy and Corey Lee. No, I'm gonna speak the truth. I'm gonna speak the truth like Benny Siegel. I'm gonna talk the truth. It wasn't that. I want KP, and I'm looking at.
I heard KP was in the trade to go to Boston.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that 5 minutes before I jumped on. It wasn't that he's going to Beantown.
I read that too, but let's not sidetrack on that. Who KP for Obi? Who's going to back up Randall at this time? Is we stretching it or?
Yeah, I'm just asking. I'm reaching. I'm reaching. No, you're
not reaching. We just it's a hypothetical. I wouldn't call it a reach when it's a hypothetical. You feel me?
Right, all right, I got you on that one. And you know what? Respect for that. No doubt. I'll get you on that one.
We know when some people be reaching. They be reaching. You ain't reaching.
I don't want no goddamn cat. Yo, Hoodie Kev, I love you, man. I don't want no damn cat. But
shout out to Hoodie Kev, man.
Yo, Hoodie Kev, man. Godspeed, baby boy.
Man, for real.
Word up. I know we've been talking about this shit all week. Pardon my French, but I know I can freestyle. If we could get Zion to not chase the buns and handle business, maybe, perhaps a little bit, maybe.
Who?
Zion.
Nah, bro, that fat man. Let me stop.
Hold on, dog.
I'm not body shaming. I'm not body shaming.
That's a thing, right? Body shaming, right?
I'm just saying, bro could stay where he at, bro. Stay with the beignets and the porn stars, bro. Porn star Zion.
Not enough ones to get in them buns, right? Not in New York.
if he can't handle beignets, he's not coming to New York. New York way too fast for him. He'll get finessed for every dollar. You crazy?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm sending one of my little cousins after that nigga. Let me stop. Yo.
Every dollar, everybody will pretend to be his friend just to finesse him. And then he's gonna be not only gonna be big belly Zion, he's gonna be broke big belly Zion.
Yeah, he's gonna be broke Zion. No, but I think Obi deserves to go somewhere where he can execute his talents. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what did he earn to deserve anything in the league?
You know what? I think he earned a chance to be a starter. And then every time he was a starter when Julius was down. Oh, see, wait a minute. I gotta be careful because I know how you get down by Mr. 30 and whatnot.
I don't do nobody dirty. People assault me before I even say anything, and then I have to set them straight.
I just want to put the disclaimer out. I want to put the disclaimer out there because I know how you feel about
I haven't. I've said what I had to say. I don't know this man personally. I have no ties to this man at all. I just have to say what it is, and people don't like that. That's
Okay, so
the facts say he the best player on the team. People don't like that, but that's what the facts say. Go look at the numbers. It's not to make it up. That's what they say. You feel me? And when I say
no.
I look crazy.
No, I'm not saying that either. He is probably one of the best players on the team. For homeboy that just came in, JB, he ain't playing. He's the leader. He is definitely the leader. And I would say, while my man talking and whatnot, Jew need to get right and just play the game, dude. Don't do nothing else but just play the game, and everything will be all right. And for Toppin, when Jew was hurt or whatever, if he did miss a game or whatever, when he got his chance to shine, he did good. He did well. He did very well and whatnot. He scored mad points. He made the 40-point game on last season and everything. I think if you give him an opportunity to get out there and run around, homeboy gonna be straight. You did. Suitable for him might be Indiana. If that's the case. If that's the case, that's what's going down. What you think about that, bro?
I think that what player have I been eyeing? We've been talking about a lot of players, but I like the Zach LaVine deal. I like him as a player, man. I think he got some dog in him. The contract is not the best contract, but I don't care about that because I'm not paying him the money. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't really worried about that man pockets, bro. He already signed the deal that he entitled to that bread. It is what it is.
Okay, Jay say you can't get on. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and I'm not paying them the money. I'm not the owner, so I don't know why we be so focused on people's pockets and what they making.
No, I don't like I don't look at nobody's pocket.
My bad.
I don't look at nobody's pocket, man.
My bad.
But I just think that he deserves to be a starter, man. If it's not with the Knicks, man. If it's not with the Knicks, then he need to.
Zach LaVine deal would be a good deal. I'll take that deal, regardless.
How old is Zach LaVine? If you could pull that up real quick, bro.
What?
How old is Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine, I think, is let me look it up.
What, about 28?
Yeah, he may be older. I think he got in the league in 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, I want to say 20. I want to say 2011, 2012. Yeah, I think you're around that time. Yeah.
What the fuck? Speaker acting tripping.
Yeah, I think you're about 28. If I can, my mind says me right. I think you're about 28 years old.
Let me check my shit out real quick.
Hey, what he been with the Bulls? What, 2 years? I think 2 seasons.
Zach LaVine is 28 years old. 28 years young.
Young word. So is that a better pickup for us?
Yeah, I don't think that's old.
No. I wish I could be 28 again. I wish I could be. I'm gonna say it in the Scooby voice. I wish I could be 28 again. Word. Well, I'll be a monster out this dude, man. I'm Godzilla all day. Right
Yeah,
now.
I don't think that's bad, bro. Like it says, can't get on mic, but I'm tuning in and hitting the gang.
Yeah, that's Dre. Salute, Dre.
Man, salute. It's $55. Lord. Tell your mother, give me a second.
But
Go,
you think that you think that's a good? I ain't gonna front. If we lose Obi because he want to go and be a starter, Zach LaVine would be a nice pickup if he acting right.
Yeah, I think that would be an upgrade. We would definitely be upgrading in that situation.
And he could shoot a little
Because we
something.
get that, and if we could squeeze out and keep RJ in there somewhere, then we're gaining another starter. RJ could stay. You know, I know people have been talking about put him at
Is
wing.
that gonna mess up Grimes?
Well, Grimes got to come off the bench at that point.
Right, at that point. Facts.
You know, or you know, do we put RJ on the bench to be our sixth man of the year? I know
not having that.
I know a lot of people. We don't know what he having. We got to put him in the situation. You feel what I'm saying? He's still young. He ain't earned nothing yet. You know, I ain't gonna lie. RJ trajectory is decent for the simple fact that, like, the 4 years, you know, we've been hit and miss both years. So he got 2 years in the playoffs, 2 years being So you know what I mean? It's not that bad. It's not like he's just came in the league and then like all 4 years we ain't did nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So he is contributing, definitely contributing, and definitely above schedule. But he could do a lot more.
Okay. Well, this is what I was saying earlier about I'm willing to run this team back one more game. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to run this team back to see what we got. I think the gelling is there. I think they all understand each other's personalities, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? And I think that if we run it back one more time, we can throw it against the wall and see what sticks. And then if we don't
even have to throw it against the wall because now we know what works. We know we got 2 solidified players, right?
Facts.
We know we got another third player that's on the cusp. You feel me? He just got to work on his efficiency, his 3-ball, and then RJ could come out here dropping 25 points like Brunson and Randall. And then if we get a Zach LaVine, now we got 4 25-point scorers. What we looking like? On any night, if like 2 of them go off, we don't lose. That's how I think.
Yeah, no diggity. And props for that. But I just think that Thibodeau need to make when we in crucial points of playing, Thibodeau need to make them right decisions, man. He can't do the bonehead plays or the bonehead substitutions. We need to have this shit correct.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I do agree. I agree that not every transition that he makes, or what they would call it, like adjustment that he makes, is always on point. But he definitely makes adjustment, and he might not make an adjustment particularly at that moment. Like, I don't really like his like side bounce calls and stuff like that. But he's in the game. We can't pretend that he definitely ain't out there doing his job. He definitely makes a lot of adjustments. We might not like the result of the adjustment, but the adjustments are being made. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. But I don't want. Okay, so when you saying that type of point right there, SK, I don't want Julius. If we getting blown out by 20, I don't want to see our starters out there 5 minutes. 5 minutes left into the game, dude.
I agree. That's something that a lot of people always bring up. That like, yo, I
don't like that.
Yeah, no. If we blowing somebody out or something like that, then we shouldn't be overextending our players in games that don't mean nothing because they've already been won. But we actually live in a new NBA.
Adam, salute, Adam.
Yeah, salute to Adam, man. But yeah, salute, Adam. But yeah, man, we in a new NBA where teams could come back in 2-3 minutes if they play a good enough defense and they take all the momentum from you. So I understand where Thibodeau be coming from, but I don't like it either, right?
Go ahead. I
No,
agree.
I don't like it either. When he's overplaying dudes, they maybe could get hurt, something could happen. But this ain't football though; it's basketball. So we always got to
Well,
remember that. You know what I mean?
do
And I
you
think somebody
want to ask that question to Jalen Rose?
say again.
You want to ask that to D Rose?
But I think D Rose just came back from his injuries too soon. I don't think he overplayed. You remember what type of animal D Rose was?
He was a monster. You see that
He was
dunk he did
moving
on?
at a different
Remember
type
that
of
dunk he did on us a long
yeah, he was
time
moving at a different type of speed than everybody was moving. So it
ago?
was almost inevitable that he was going to get injured because he was just moving. His athleticism was like
Ooh,
God.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you. Go ahead. I want to ask you
It's
a
the
question.
truth.
What you just said.
Go
What you
ahead.
just said right there. I want to ask you a question. I
His
want to ask you a
fucking
question.
athleticism was godly.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you said you
And
got a question. I want to know. What's your
all
question?
right. So when you looking at D Rose, right, and when I think of D Rose on some real joint, when I look at D Rose, well, what his career could have been, I'm looking at Zion with all that weight and how he hopping around, and I feel like all that weight that he be, yo, my man is athletic and graceful and monstrous in the air,
And
but
and
it's how
and
he land
but then you
that makes
see
me
him right.
scared.
He don't got D Rose skill, right? But he got
Facts,
D Rose athleticism. But
facts,
then they got that athleticism in a weird shaped body, right? So
facts.
just imagine if Zion went and lost 60, 70 pounds. Zion would be killing dudes.
He'd be a monster. He'd be a
Killing
straight
dudes.
monster.
And they'd be like, oh, Zion, you got too skinny. But he would be able to maximize his athleticism with his
Got it.
he won't have the same strength, but his athleticism would be off the charts. But
Yes, sir.
when he's a greedy, you already know he always walking around at 300.
300 straight.
We're not making it up, bro. He walks around
We ain't making
at
it up,
300.
no. He straight 300 all the time.
And they trying to tell him, yo, fam, you're not going to be able to run and jump at 300 pounds, right?
45, he gonna be
They're trying
done.
to tell him it's not good for your knees. It's not
Mm-hmm.
good for your back. It's not good for your ankle. It's not good for your foot. They trying to explain this to him in so many different ways. But is he
Yes,
listening?
sir. Nope. No, he ain't listening. You know he ain't. You
It's
know
like,
he ain't
bro,
listening.
it's like skinny dudes get all these injuries and they ain't got all that weight on their body. Just imagine the force he coming down with, like 3 trains.
Man, that's heavy. That's heavy. He got big ass head, big ass body, legs is he got them athletic big legs and shit, and them ankles are small, bruh.
So yeah, it's crazy, bro. I just hope he get his fitness work ethic right so he could play and give
I want
those
him to do
fans
good.
what they paying you for, bro. Because you ain't just this ain't no subsidy, man. Like we
Facts,
get it,
facts,
bro. But you got a skill. We need to see that skill, or you need
facts.
to void that contract and give that money back, my boy. I'm sorry.
Facts. I just want homeboy. I want the young brother. I just want the young brother to do right, man. All right. We always young. We was in our 20. We made mistakes, and I've been knocking them around for a little
He
bit, but
making
now
$1 million. We see we didn't make $1 million mistakes
no,
though.
we made dollar mistakes. We made dollar mistakes.
Yeah. Mistakes that might have hurt us in the long run, but we could bounce back. These $1 million mistakes he making, he can't bounce back from if they cut him off. They probably won't cut him off because he already in the fraternity, right? But players have been cut off from the league, man.
For the Dax. Facts. For Dax. No.
You can lose
That's
your
cake.
access. You can lose your access. Don't think in a heartbeat that you better because you got drafted. Like they won't cut your access, and you won't have. It'll take 20 years before they help you out again.
Facts. I just want him to look at this as a learning experience or a learning curve or whatever, and just get your life right, dude. If you the pappy, you the pappy. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody extort you and run game on you, bruh. And the circle around you need to, help you out, take care of you, man. You know what I mean? And if you do come to New York, we putting your ass on EBT. Straight up, dude. You going on EBT, man, and stuff like that. You going on welfare. And you ain't going in the Van Dyke houses. You ain't going in the Boulevard houses. You ain't going to LG, Fort Greene, Camel's Y. You ain't going in none of them projects, dude. You're going to stay with your mama, get your mama up here, and y'all stay together so she can show you what it is to live and whatnot. But none of that stuff is not happening no more. Get your life right, dude. You know what I mean? But I would love if you do it right. I would love to have you
personally
here.
ain't our business. And to be honest, I don't know why these girls put their business in the street. They're stupid. But what I will say is this, right?
We don't deal with the same type of women that we grew up with.
I don't care who you poking on. That's your business. I have
Facts.
Poke away, right? But
facts.
What I will say this is, for every action, there's a reaction, bro. And you more focused on that than you is playing basketball. These people paying you millions of dollars is not going to let you get away with that for very long. I'm telling you, they might give you a year. They might give you 2. They're not going to give you 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And he got his extension.
How long you think you're going to do it?
He got his extension, right? They extended him knowing he's a
he ain't with no chip.
And an injury bug. He ain't played.
And you an injury bug.
He's been in the league like 4 seasons, played like
and you ain't been no playoff. Games. You ain't been in no playoff yet, dude. And they gave you the bread. So you getting your way all around the board. You getting your way over here.
Yeah,
you getting your way over here.
They've extended their hand far enough. So when it comes down to that initial question that you asked me, would I consider trading for Zion? No, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, so you say no?
No, thank you.
Oh, well, that's what I'm talking about. Then, well, whoop, there it is. It is.
I know it was a long way, and we went like 10 minutes talking about, but I had to say it, man. No, thank you.
It's good conversation, man. It's good for content. It's good for conversation as well.
Because he don't got the work. He don't got the work ethic.
Let me ask you a question. Suppose he changes his ways.
We trade Julius Randle for him, right? Just hypothetically, we trade Julius Randle for him. Then we watch Julius Randle play all 82 for New Orleans, but Zion only plays 30 for us. How that gonna make you feel? Because I'm not gonna
be salty. I'm gonna be salty. My nigga, I'm gonna be salty.
I'm not gonna like it.
Bro, I'm gonna be salty.
I don't give a fuck if he dropped 40 points on 30 games. If I know that he should have been available, but he always injured, when I could have had my man back there that was going to show up every night, I'd rather than
Julius, you talking about Juju? Yeah. No, bro, I ain't gonna follow you.
Every other business owner.
I'm gonna be salty, dog. I'm gonna be salty.
Every other business owner will pass up on a smart guy for the dude that shows up every day, man. I don't think y'all know.
All right, so I ain't gonna mess with your man, because you already know my feelings on homeboy and whatnot. I think he's a great player. I really think Julius is a great player. I just, man, be the leader, not the diva, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
If you don't like him, you don't like him. That's your prerogative.
I never said I did not like him. I did not never say I didn't like him.
You alluding to it though a little bit.
I'm alluding that I don't like his bitch ass ways.
You're alluding to it.
I don't like his female characteristic ways. And if you got his personal number, you tell him to call me, and I'll tell him that and whatnot. I don't like his female characteristic ways. I don't. I'm sorry, bro. And I'm gonna go to the game. I'm gonna go to the game in MSG. I'm not saying that, I'm probably gonna be in the nosebleeds. I don't think I would be downstairs where the nigga can get to me.
Hold on, let me ask, would you prefer if he was robotic and showed no emotion at all?
Say that one more again. Say that one more time.
Would you prefer if he was robotic and showed no emotion at all?
If he's scoring points and helping us win, hell fucking yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
So you want him to be Kawhi.
Hold on, SK. If you talking more to the referees, and you getting at your teammates, and you slapping laptops on the floor.
We take 3 isolated. It don't matter how many isolated incidents it happens, right? I guess it should never happen, right? According to Nick
Can you please say that again, brother? You just said it. Say it again.
It doesn't matter how many isolated incidents you put together. It should never happen. So this is why people focus on it. But
I'm not focused that much on it. But this is not just the only reason. Not to cut you off.
I think this is part of the problem. Like if we was winning more, people would never complain about those things at all. They would acclimate it to him being tough and why we're winning. But sometimes they want to take these little bad habits, microscope it, because we might have been in a bad situation and make it seem, look, man, if a motherfucker care about winning, he care about winning. And how he's expressed that, you may not like that. It is what it is.
Okay. You know what? I kind of get that what you just said. I'm not gonna front on you. I kind of got it. A little
some
penny
people
dropped
got
in my
more
head.
passion than others. Some people mundane as fuck, and some people excited and got shit to say and shit to do.
What was the passion at when that nigga punched him in his eye?
I knew you was gonna bring that. He just got punched in the fucking eye, and he still had a bad ankle that he rolled twice. Man, come on, Boulevard.
All right,
Yeah,
SK,
man.
man. All right, SK. All right, SK.
Man. You gotta do better, my guy.
Man, fuck that, man. That would have gave me fuel. But I'm gonna rock with you. You know what?
Right, if you playing a game with somebody and somebody elbows you in the eye by accident, are you just gonna beat them up for no reason when you know?
No, I'm not saying that. The elbow to the eye would have just told my team, look how these niggas is playing. Yo, Duke, let's get out here and watch them.
Did he run away from the game or did he finish the game? Did we win the game after he got the elbowed eye? Did we win that game?
Yeah, we did.
Exactly. So why are we complaining about stupid?
I'm not complaining. SK, I'm not complaining. On some real.
I'm not even getting at you. I'm just saying, like, why?
Yeah, I get you.
Why even bring it up when we won the eye jammy game? We won it. We won the eye jammy game. What we complaining about?
SK. We won the eye jammy game. Yo, you need to put that. You need to put that in somewhere. The eye jammy game. Facts. Boy, yo, they hit my man. They hit my main man, King.
I was mad about it too because I was watching it from this. I got to the crib, and I think I missed like the first 4 minutes. So I sit down and I rolled up. I'm chilling, and I'm like, yo, do it look like something wrong with his eye?
You don't think?
I didn't see it, right? And I'm like, I'm asking my girl, I'm like, my nigga look like he got punched in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And she like, nah. I'm like, yo, then he took his free throws, and then you could see the puff. And I'm like, yo, look, he got punched in the eye.
He got the eye jammy, right?
I'm like, the eye jammy game?
We need to name that game.
Start yelling
the eye jammy game. The eye jammy game. That's like, that's a classic right there. Eye jammy game.
That's what I do, man. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Hello.
Like, share, subscribe, man. Show love to everybody in the next.
Show love, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. For sure.
That was the eye jammy game. We won that game. You feel me? And
all right, so but look,
the next game he didn't have enough left in the tank.
Yeah, I know, man. He was hobbling. He was hobbling. He was hurt and whatnot. And listen, you got mad when me and Corey Lee was saying that RJ did.
Yeah, y'all got to do better. I know what I got mad about. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better.
Yo, look at you.
Part of the problem.
You part of the problem,
Don't think because I be getting twisted. I ain't remember. I remember exactly what I said to
I
y'all.
know you remember,
y'all gotta do better, and y'all are part of the problem. And I meant
hell no, man. RJ did what he did, man. Your man was hobbling. And I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what I said. I think Julius is scared of Bam and whatnot because he should have ducked him. He should have ducked him in my eyes. Like, I'd have came back. Now, I'm not saying intentionally duck him. I'm not saying intentionally duck him, but all right, this is how we getting down. I'm getting rolled with you.
In basketball context,
Facts,
not literally, because if he punches him back, then he gets suspended, and then he hurts us in the long run. And then people complain about that and call him emotional, which is their biggest problem with him in the first place. So if he does that, it doesn't benefit him.
Listen, yo, do me a favor. Do me a favor, SK.
I'm listening.
Put Julius on the phone right now, because I'm quite sure he's sitting on the count right now. Put that nigga on the phone so I can talk to him.
I don't know him yet.
Put that nigga on the phone right now so I can talk to him.
Lord knows, I might know that nigga. But I don't know him yet.
We spent the Julius, man. We spent the Juju, man. Stop acting like a diva, man.
You know I stand on my shit, man. Yo, my man,
you in your box.
My man don't be acting like a diva, bro. Anytime a nigga show out, niggas get mad. That's what happens. But it be like that sometimes. When you showed out on people, they ain't get mad at you, Boulevard?
I never showed out on nobody. I always been a cool, confident.
You keep that to yourself. That's your business anyway.
I always been.
We're gonna do this real quick.
Yeah, go.
Yo, Wiz, what it do?
Yo, what up, yo, I can't put the camera on right now. I'm on the 405 headed to the homestead.
You there, Wiz?
Just dropped the wife off.
Salute, Wiz.
At the Pantages Theater. She's gonna go see Tina Turner, the musical. And I'm like, I don't want me to sit in the theater right now. But but I respect to my lady Tina. But you talking about
rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Salute. Exactly. It's R.I.P. Tina.
Salute
TSK. I'm just saying, someone popping in my eye, I'm smacking them back. Don't pop in my eye, I get smacked. No, there's much respect, man. Yo. By the way, I'm one of those cats though to give mad respect. I'm one of those cats that I understand the passion and the reactions and stuff, and I don't hold on against him at all. I don't hold against him the finger, the flip off, everything he did.
Yeah, the flip off.
Again,
the thumbs down.
Hold on. We talk about that. We talk about the reaction. Was the action warranted though?
He was definitely. He's justified. I don't hold against him.
We missed the context, Boulevard, and when I start talking context, I get people to start stumbling.
I'm saying he's justified. I'm giving him props. I'm saying he's justified. I don't hold against him.
I could barely hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, he's justified. He is justified.
Let me give you a bomb for that.
Hey guys.
What's up?
What up?
In regards to what I've been hearing about Obi and in regards to what's been going on.
Oh, you got the fresh haircut. You got the fresh cut.
Ask you the question first, Mets, and then you can answer it, right?
Stop.
Mets looking like MC Search up in this joint. Yo, you looking good, Duke. Hey, son.
Yeah. Let me ask the question, and then let him answer, and then Wiz, we'll go back to you. What do you feel about what you've been hearing about the Obi Toppin situation?
As much as I don't want Obi to go, all I can say is about time he's finally stuck up for himself and said, you know what? I can't thrive in a system with a guy who is not very creative on the offensive end of the ball and doesn't give me more than 15, 20 minutes a game, the latter at most, because he doesn't show much confidence in me. If you're going to ship me out for a second-round pick or a late first-round pick, I'm happy to take it.
Okay, Wiz. Wisdom. Oh, wisdom.
Wiz.
I'll mute him until he unmutes himself.
But, go ahead.
So, yeah, man, we've been discussing it. We was talking about a lot of different things. I think, to be honest, like, if he wants to go, you know what I mean? That's his choice. You know what I mean? He has every choice to do what's best for him and his family and take whatever opportunity he feels like will better him as a person and a human being. So respectfully, I respect if Obi has felt that he played his last game for the Knicks. But if we talking about players, I'll take Zach LaVine for him. I'm taking that. I need that. I'm gonna take another scorer that's actually gonna give me anywhere from 18 to 25 points a night. We need more scoring.
With LaVine is he's a glass can. He's on the wrong side of 30.
What you mean he on the wrong side of the 30 when he's 28?
Oh, well, he's still a glass cannon. He can't take a lot of hits.
What's that terminology mean, glass cannon?
It means he can dish out a lot of hits, but he can't take them. He's injury prone, in other words.
Basketball is a tough game, man.
Yeah,
you know, as matter of fact, Mets, I got a better question for you. How many players out of all the players in the league play all 82 games?
Almost none of them. The only one I know of that could is possibly the Joker.
So technically, if we really think about it, they all injury prone, right?
Everybody is
some more so than others, and LaVine is probably one of the most. Is it probably the most injury prone he's been?
I wouldn't say the most. He's the most publicized because he plays on a specific team, and he has a certain status. So when you got a certain status, you expect it to play more. So when you don't play more, that's how you get the label that you're trying to give him right now.
The question: if we ship him out to Chicago, aside from LaVine or Kobe, what are we gonna get out of it?
I don't want Kobe. What Kobe doing for us?
Well, Kobe ain't here, man. What the hell?
I don't even want Kobe. Kobe ain't doing nothing there. Why would I want him come here?
The Kobe not here. Rest in peace, Kobe. Yo, rest in peace, Kobe.
He talking about the
Kobe
point guard on. Talking about the point guard on Chicago. Yeah.
Got you. My bad. I'm sorry. Real Knicks fan. Yeah. My bad. I thought you were talking about Kobe Bryant. Like what?
I meant White, Bully, not
Kobe White. Yeah.
Okay, Kobe White. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. My bad.
I follow you, man. Keep going. I follow you.
Shipping Obi off. Probably not one. And the
but why would you
tomorrow?
But if we could get LaVine, you gotta do that deal, man.
Who's the better player, LaVine or Obi? Who's the better player, LaVine or Obi?
But a trade-off.
I just gotta ask you.
Trading them for one
guys again.
Mets, listen. Who's better?
LaVine.
So are we upgrading when we acquire the man or not?
In skill, yes. In size, no.
He said quickly RJ and Obi and Chantel this year. This trade, this season coming.
Hold on. Is Obi rebounding like that anyway?
No.
So what are we talking about, Mets? He's not even rebounding like that. So his size don't even really matter as far as like all Obi do very well is leak out. We talking about basketball skill. And I ain't talking about his dunk. That's what he could do. He could dunk, he athletic. But I'm talking about as far as like all he do well is leak out.
No, his 3-point shot is solid also. Give him credit for 3-pointers. That's a solid 3-point shot. But let's take Obi. There's no comparison. LaVine is hands down better than Obi. My concern with LaVine, besides not as much on the injury history, I'm gonna let that go. Although that's always a problem for me, especially with Knicks acquisitions with injury history. I got PTSD because the history of Knicks acquisitions with players after their rookie contracts coming back to the Knicks. There's an injury history is always came out to bite us. But let's forget about that for now. I just can't imagine LaVine on a team with Randall and Brunson where he's making double what they're making. It's not about how much we're spending. It's about kind of the hierarchy of, is he twice as good as those guys?
You think because of the money he needs to get a bigger role? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just don't want to pay someone when they got Brunson and even Randall that are contributing as much or more. I guess because I grew up in the corporate world, I'm like, if you put in your share, you get paid your share.
Okay.
And I know it's a matter of circumstance. You got a contract negotiation with a performance at the right time and got the right deal and the right team. I know it's a matter of circumstances. But man, I guess it's tough for me to bring up aboard somebody, giving them 50 mil, and my 2 stars are making 25 mil each.
I get it. I
That's
understand.
just a psychological effect. It's not a matter of
I don't think
is it
that's
worth
a
it.
psychological effect. He had his breakout year before the Stars had his breakout year, so he earned his money
I know.
before them. Why are you worried
I
about his
understand. Again,
pocket?
it's not his pocket. It's our psychology and mentality.
Yeah, how we
think
gonna
they're
pay?
gonna
Yeah, how
be
we gonna
worried
pay?
about
How we
what
gonna
he's
pay the people?
making if he contributing to us winning?
Okay. I'm not saying I'm not going to do the deal. I'm just saying it has an
You know what?
effect.
Both
I'm
of y'all
going to
got a
put all
good
the
point.
factors in. Who are my leaders on the team? And if Michael Jordan was making less than Scottie Pippen was, I don't know. I just couldn't imagine Michael be like, "Oh, I'm good with that." You know what I'm just saying? So I just say the effects of that is just a psychological
I think
factor.
we
Other than
always
that,
making things. Wiz, I have to disagree. I think we always making things that's not an issue an issue.
okay, I'm not saying
Levine got drafted in 2013 or something like that. So
not quite.
he's
You
been in
haven't
the
been taken to the
league.
league,
He's been in
man.
the league a decade.
Yo, but man, the cat's been in the league as long as Randall.
But he's been more productive because he was put in position to be more productive.
I understand. And again, I'm not saying it would be a deal stopper for me. I'm just saying the effects of that. It's like chemistry. People don't worry about chemistry. Why worry about all that? Chemistry is a factor for teams, and part of chemistry is
how much a person make more than you?
It's hierarchy. Absolutely. Yo, you ever had a boss who did jack and you're making 1/2 his salary? You ever had that? Or your boss is doing nothing, and in fact your boss is incompetent to a certain extent, and you watch a cat pulling in 6 figures and you're making 50K.
We've all had it. Yeah, where
Okay, so
it's nepotism, man. The nepotism right rampant, but
Nepotism
that's not
is a motherfucker, man.
he earned that
I
bread,
know.
bro. He earned that bread.
And I'm not dismissing that he should. I'm just saying, remember, because they have to work as a team, and I got to give him the ball, and I'm like, yo, you can't be missing that shot to make it 50 mil, son. If I was Brunson, I would pass him an open shot, and he's like, yo, you can't miss that shot, son. You're making 50 mil. I'm making half your salary, and I hit that to my eyes closed. Go on, step it up. It's going to be that kind of mentality.
I think that was his 3rd contract. So when you make it to your 3rd contract, that's the type of money you eligible for.
I'm not saying he's not deserving of it.
I'm not saying you saying that either. I'm telling you, when Randall or Brunson make it to their 3rd contract in that kind of way, that's the money they gonna be looking for.
This is Randall's 3rd contract.
Yeah, Randall on his 3rd contract. Yeah, he's about to get up on his 3rd. He's about to get up on his 3rd contract.
Really like his 4th contract.
I understand.
No, but you know what?
No, okay.
I'm sorry, Wiz.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Wiz.
I'm listening. I'm just conversating.
Wiz. Not to cut you off. SK, I just want to say, like, I know Randall's a great player. I mean, I know Randall's a good player. I ain't gonna say he's as great. I'm gonna say he's a good player. When this is not the Randall train to jump on.
We wasn't even talking about Randall. Why'd you bring him back up?
So who y'all talking about then? I'm just talking about Randall with the doggone contract.
We was talking about Zach LaVine.
Oh man, damn him! I don't want to go.
Yeah, but okay, so about Zach.
My bad, Rand.
Yeah, we wasn't even talking about Randall.
Do you think Zach? Let's assume.
I swear to God, I thought y'all was talking about Randall. That's my fault. I apologize, family. I apologize.
Continue, Wiz. Continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, continue, Wiz. My bad. Clean this up.
Let's say we can get Zach for Obi and Fournier. Let's say Fournier and D-Roll. Let's say we can get Zach for that, right?
You not doing that deal, Wiz?
I'm doing it.
I think Wiz cut off again. I'm doing that deal. Why wouldn't you do that deal?
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it too. Dre think that's crazy bread. I don't think that's crazy bread. Crazy bread is
Dre, get on, Dre.
60 and 70 million, like. But no, I was trying to let you cut out for a minute, but continue.
I'm gonna hop off, Smoke.
All right, man. You're always welcome, man.
All right.
I think Wiz is still cutting out, but You not doing
Matt
that deal
left.
for
Matt
Fournier?
left.
Yo, no, Bully,
see,
you not doing that
Am I
deal for
back?
Fournier? Wiz, you keep cutting in and out.
I'm back, right?
All right, go ahead. Finish your
Yeah, I'm
finish your
at the
point.
crib right now. So I'm saying
All
that's
right.
the deal is, yes. Okay, let's say that's the deal. Our deal, we got Fournier, Rose, Obi, couple picks, and we got Levine. So now the squad is Brunson,
Okay.
RJ, Levine, Randall, and let's say Mitch or whoever, right? And we got a backup still of iHeart, Grimes, Quickly, and Josh Hart. So we got that as a line.
Bro, we got 4 20-point scorers on our team, Wiz. We could put anybody in any position at any time. You don't think that makes us better?
It's better. I'm talking about
Oh.
chip. I want a chip for that. Is that a chip? Is that a championship? That's the question I'm asking you. Is that a championship team?
This team only been together that we have 1 year. You gotta let it marinate, bro. How long it takes
I'm not asking you
really
I'm talking about the time frame. I'm not talking about next year. I'm talking about, is that a championship team? Give it whatever time frame you need. 3 years, 2 years, whatever. Is that a championship squad? Yes or no?
If we keep Mitch, yes.
Okay, so that team could be
All right,
Denver.
Yes,
Memphis,
RJ. We got Brunson, Zach LaVine, RJ, Randall, and Mitch. Championship.
Okay. In that case, then let's do the deal with Zach right now. Let's do the deal right now. I'll do it. Yes, I'll do
Right
it.
now. Obi gotta go. Obi gotta
That's
go,
the
bro.
goal. Absolutely.
If we add Levine,
yeah.
And the only rotation player we get rid of is Obi, and we dump Rose and Fournier and picks. That squad is just Obi being replaced.
One rotation player and 2 people that sat on the bench. Do the deal.
And we put Grimes on the second squad. RJ, number 2, or either way, RJ on the bench. Grimes,
How much is Grimes producing offensively for us to worry about him sitting a little longer?
No, I'm not talking about. No, this is not a question. I'm not debating whether he should or shouldn't. The question is, of course, by the way, if Grimes had the number of shots RJ had, Grimes outproduces RJ. Just by the way, just say that. RJ gets 20 plus shots a game, and he puts up 20 points. Grimes gets 5 shots a game, puts up 10 points. If Grimes had 15 shots a game, he's got a 20-point score. By the way, I'm not just saying RJ, because when you said RJ has not produced to really show, he has. Everyone's going to talk about stats like you 25-10 with Randall. RJ's been doing 20 points a game, and I still don't count because you get 29 shots a game. I don't count 20 points a game when you're taking 20 plus shots a game, because that means you're inefficient. Now, I'm still going to give him props from doing it, but I still can't really admire someone. You give me 40 shots a game in an NBA game, I'm going to put up 20 points. Okay? And I'm talking about right now, at my age, in my condition, okay? So don't be talking about those 20 points a game when you put up 29.
So, bro.
You won't even get to the rim.
I'm doing 3-point shots. I'm doing old school.
I'm going to just keep it real. They'll give you all 40 shots wide open and you'll miss them all.
So let me. So y'all crazy. So if we add Levine, if we was to add Levine, Wiz and SK, if we was to add Levine, we going to the. I can see we probably gonna go to the ECF. Yeah.
Why can't we beat a team like Miami or Milwaukee?
Why we can't? But that was another question that I was going to ask. Why we can't?
I'm saying we're going to the championship round. I'm calling that. I'm not calling it a championship though, because even that team, I don't think it's better than Denver. Unfortunately, as Denver is constituted right now.
You said hold on, repeat that.
Championship, but not beating Denver as Denver is currently constituted.
So we can win the East, but we can't win the chip.
I think the West right now has 2 or 3 squads that makes that squad very, competitive, but not. I can't give it a championship. I just can't give it to Larry O'Brien right away.
Okay, that's respectable. I get that.
I think also, Wiz, our expectations is way too high.
Ben, SK, facts.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, we got to get battle tested before we trying to win a war. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. So I'm talking about 3 years from now, even 2 years and 3 years. I think that
I'm
team.
not trying to make you change or temper your timeline. What I'm telling you is that most teams don't win very quick. You gotta pick your core and then build around that core year after year until you find the right core to keep coming back with, and then you win a championship. It didn't take Denver overnight, even though we want to reference them all of a sudden, right? It didn't take the Warriors overnight, even though we reference them all the time. These dudes played years and years together before they even thought about winning championships, man. Come on.
How many years do you think that this squad has to be able to take it to the champ? So that's what I'm saying. 3 years from now, Levine, Randall are going to be in their early 30s, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because they both 28, and Randall about to turn 28, I think.
So
or 29.
Yo, Shaw Legacy,
20,
man.
yeah,
Salute,
20
salute.
Hold on, let me shout out what he said. Shaw Legacy says Levine played 77 games this season.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I'm just missing the injury thing. Forget about injury. I'm taking him despite my concern about injuries. I'm going to still take him because I think it's possible to actually not be injury prone based on things like let me give you an example. I think Beal is more injury prone likely because his injuries weren't just basketball accidents. They weren't basketball accidents. They were body failures. So when your hip or your knee or stuff go down because of other joint, like even AD, some of the injuries are not based on
Anthony Davis.
accident where you step on it, like Randall's injury, step on an ankle, step on someone's foot, step on some wet water or something on it. That's not; those are accidental injuries. Those some of his injuries are just body failures, right? Body part failure, and that's where Levine doesn't have that kind of injury history. Not body part failures, but accidents that causes the injury. Even your boy in New Orleans. What's that big boy? What's a fat boy called? Because he's like my weight. You know. So
Who you talking about, Zion?
Zion, yeah. I would say Zion like pulls muscle that's not based on the court accident, but his body can control that kind of weight and etc. So
Wiz, I want to ask you a question.
are not, yeah.
We talked about Zion.
So yeah. We talked about Isaiah, but SK, I do want to hear his elaboration on what do you think about Zion and the way he's flying. Not to say that he's gonna come to the Knicks or whatever, but what do you think about?
Don't preface it. Do you think he should come to the Knicks? Is what he's trying to ask.
No, I want to
fuck the bullshit. Boulevard, man. Damn. I know you, but my man, just ask the question.
I want to know how you feel about how you flying around with all that fucking weight on him. That's it.
Okay.
And will he be a good fit for the Knicks? Thank you, SK.
That's the fucking question. That's stop playing games.
Come on, man. Go ahead. Yo, you a real little bad boy. Word, kid. Go ahead.
I see exactly where you going. Go ahead, Wiz. Let me
cover all.
Go ahead, Wiz.
Okay, personal life-wise, I think it's a hard lesson, but I think he's going to learn it. I think he's the kind of cat who got smacked down and going to be like, oh, snap. And this is a little mentoring to keep on the right path. I think he'll be influenced by RJ and even like Josh Hart and those guys, and even Brunson, who can keep on the right path in the future. So personal life, put it aside. I'm okay with that. It happened. Give that girl some money, get her to shut up and go away. Live your life from now on, right? From this point forward. Okay. Now, game. I mean, come on, let's catch that game, right? But conditioning, health-wise.
Salute quiet money.
Unless he has food addiction and some kind of thyroid issue about the weight issue, excluding something like that, I think it can be motivation-wise controlled.
Yes, I think so too.
MSG playing here, watching RJ and Randall and Brunson work out and getting that kind of environment, because sometimes your environment dictates your habits. And when you got cats who are like, yo, let's go to the gym. You know, like
Mhm.
IQ and Obi were doing. If listen, oh, yo, let's go to the gym. And we all put the
Okay.
pull like that together. I think it
Okay.
can be controlled where I think he's not inspired by New Orleans. I think
Okay.
there's no inspiration there for him
So,
to.
don't you think
So I
that's a
think it,
breach? Don't you think that's a breach of contract?
and that
Well, you
was
talking about
no, it's
tampering?
contractual.
Tampering?
No.
No,
I think it's
hold on,
contract
Wes.
agreements. Yeah.
Hold on. Your contract agreement means you should be putting yourself in the best position to play, right? If you know that you have all uber talent or whatever the case may be, shouldn't you, as a person that's trying to make these millions of dollars and earn and get the respect, know that, damn, I think I eat too much, I drink too much soda, I might be a little big, I might, and it's
He
clear
got a fat
he's not
contract.
doing,
He has a fat contract.
and it's clear he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing to come back because he ain't been playing for years and years and years.
He fucking porno stars, man.
What he played? Half of one season since he's been in the league for 4 years?
No, 1.5 season. 1.5 season. Okay, now let's talk about that. He's
One
not
and
the
a
only
quarter?
one. He's not the only one. Let's talk about whether it was Derek Coleman or even Harden and stuff. Those guys also breached their contracts, right? But you got, but that allowed New Orleans has those stipulations in its contract.
Hold on. You talking about an instant and you comparing an instant to years? Just because James Harden decided to get fat one summer doesn't mean he been fat for 4 summers. Those things don't equate.
Not just fat and out of shape, but he did. But his lifestyle has called him to walk into the arena.
Hold on. You forgetting the fact that at this particular point, this is Zion's history. You can't put that history on James Harden.
It's not about fat. Not about fat alone. It's about his entire lifestyle caused his game to suffer. Harden's game has suffered based on a lot of factors that makes him be a 40-point scorer for a couple of games and then 10 points the next couple of games. Harden's game has fluctuated and I think it's but let's stay on Zion for a while. Zion has contract issues, stipulations in there about weight gain, games played.
He got the fat contract. He got a fat contract.
Lots of stuff in there, exactly. It's a number of games played. So keep that in there. And if that bond does not produce, hopefully it can void the contract. Hopefully it's voidable.
Bro, this is a part of the problem. Why do they even have to put these type of clauses in your contract, Wiz?
Because you're a fat-ass nigga.
But exactly. Everyone's different. Everyone's different, man.
That's a problem. And y'all want this dude?
Yo, but there are guys who have contract things like you can't go skydiving.
I don't want him.
Are you trying to defend this fat, lazy dude to come here? Is you defending this?
Who?
Ones where we tell guys you can't go. You can't go skateboard. You can't. We have guys who have disciplines like can't go skateboard, can't go motorcycling. There are guys who live an adventurous lifestyle. That's in their contract. You don't hear about all the contracts right now. You don't hear about contracts.
Can I say something?
You talking about an adventurous lifestyle. We talking about a dude that won't stop eating.
Same can I say something? One is a life-threatening. They're both health-threatening lifestyles.
Wiz, SK, Wiz. On Real Talk. You know my man Jason Williams that be on ESPN.
Which one?
He be Jay Williams. Jay Williams. From Duke. That he used to play for the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
What was in his contract? Tell me what's in his contract. Tell me what was in his first year contract.
I can't remember.
What did it say?
What was in his contract?
His first year contract was don't ride no fucking motorcycles. And what did he do?
Ride a motorcycle and fuck his career up?
Game over.
Okay.
Game over. That's all I got to say right there. So if Zion Williams have a fat contract, that means he can't be above a certain weight. So Jay Williams is almost the petulance of starting these type of contracts where they have to tell you what to do.
Boulevard.
Yes, sir.
At what point do we question a dude's work ethic and do they even love basketball? Do he like basketball? Do he even like basketball? Or do he like the lifestyle that, hold on, I'm not Wiz. This wasn't a question. I'm making a statement.
Okay.
Yo, y'all gotta get your own shirt.
Right?
Go ahead.
Alright.
I love both of y'all dudes, man. Straight up. But anyway,
Nice,
go
man.
ahead, bro. Yes, sir.
Do
Yo,
he
Eastern
even
Parkway is
like
full of
that?
straight.
No, because you gotta question these things when dudes ain't working. He don't got no injuries right now. He keep getting muscle injuries. He ain't tear nothing. He ain't
Yeah,
blow
no,
out an ACL or blew out a knee or nothing.
but he tears
What
something up.
we talking about muscle injuries that he sit out whole years
He
for, my
putting
guy.
he putting the muscle to the hustle in
So
the wrong
muscle
way.
injury. So when we think about it,
Yo.
you can run that game on somebody that don't know better, but I know better. He
I know
should have
you know
been
better,
back
but
from that. He should
exactly.
have
So
been
now
back
we
from that.
talking.
Did his hamstring tear from the bone, or did he just pull his hamstring? He sitting out whole years for pulled hamstrings. And y'all talking
Because
about
just want to be in New
So
Orleans.
wait a minute.
environment.
Wait
It's
a
not
minute.
the fucking
Wait. SK,
environment,
are you
it's
telling
him.
me are you giving him sympathy points? That's what you're telling me?
I'm not giving that nigga no sympathy. Zero.
Okay, so then what's
I
up?
don't want his lazy ass, period.
Thank you. I don't want him
Okay.
either.
If you sitting out 6 months from a hamstring, I'm good on you.
Peace, my dude.
Yo.
I'm out. I'm good on you.
Unless he doesn't want to be in New Orleans. If you're in a team
I
where you
agree.
don't think the team is going nowhere, maybe that's something you want to sit out. Yo, who's done that?
Right.
Harden's done that. Kawhi's
That's
done
not
that.
professional, bro.
Kawhi's done
That's
So
that.
can I ask you a question?
It's not like
Can I ask you a
AD
question?
just started doing it. AD played 6-7 years and then did it for one season. You can't keep comparing these things. He has not played for them barely at all.
Okay,
Kawhi
yeah, you're right.
did it. Kawhi
You're
did
right.
it. Did Kawhi do it?
Low
Kawhi did it for
management.
who? You talking about when he was actually hurt?
No, San Antonio, he actually did not want. He wanted to trade.
Did he? How many years did he play consistently before
But
he decided? How many years? Hold on. You keep comparing dudes that played 6-7 years before they realized they leveraged.
I'm
Zion
comparing
is trying
era.
to leverage some shit, but he hasn't played at all. It's not the same comparison, Wiz.
No, I'm comparing era. What you're doing is you're looking at the cats who've seen guys do it, who never did it before. If you saw someone did it before, it was started earlier. So it's the era. It's the era. Let's look at what
I've never seen dudes do it unless, like, even Joel Embiid, he sat out his first year and a half, but he's played ever since.
But wait a second. Let's look at one thing. LeBron going for trying to build his own team. It's never happened before, right? So what's happening now? People saw guys do it before, and they started doing it. Because it didn't happen before.
No, that's baloney, bro. You gotta stop making excuses for Zion being lazy and out of shape and just loving porn stars, bro. You gotta stop making excuses for this guy, bro.
TSK, when you see someone do something, when you see a record artist go, yo, label, I want to own my own tracks, my masters, I want to own my own masters.
I want to own my publishing. I want to own my masters.
Because right now, a record producer right now said to people, what do you mean you want to own your own master? 20 years ago, they'd been like, hell no, that's crazy. You want to do music? We got money for you to do music. You don't love music?
What you mean 10 years ago? Today, they're not giving people their masters. Are you crazy?
You know what?
They're not giving people their masters today.
I'm comparing someone changing the game by saying, I don't want to play for this team.
How is Zion changing? Hold on. You're making excuses for Zion. You're trying to say that.
I'm telling you
because,
that.
Hold on.
No,
I hear what you're saying. You just want to keep saying it in 20 different ways. But I'm hearing what you're saying, right? You trying to make an excuse that the fact that some people sat out because they didn't like their situations, that he's allowed to sit out before he even earns his contracts. Has he earned his contract since he's been in the NBA besides being in college?
He didn't even want the contract.
Yes or no? I don't need a long-winded answer. Yes or no, Wiz?
No, but hold on.
Yes or no? Let's finish this conversation because we gotta finish.
Yes. Hold on, I just want to say this. To Wiz's defense, he's absolutely right what he's saying. He's absolutely right what he's saying. Wiz is absolutely right what he's saying. To his defense, and yo, he just dropped the match on you. He just dropped the bomb and whatnot.
Thank you.
Did you not see that?
I dropped the bomb, but I disagree. But I'm respectful.
Okay, no, we could.
Yo, did Prince earn the right to own his masters because he paid his dues?
Facts.
Yes, he did.
Look,
But
it's right there. He just said it
now
right
a
there.
new artist rolls up.
Wild correlations.
A new artist rolls up. No. If a new artist rolls up right now and says, I want to own my rights from the beginning, you're like, sell some albums first so you can make money for us. Then you can own your master. That's what you're saying. I'm saying,
but that would only happen if he did that in his initial deal, or if they finessed him. Hold on. Don't know me. I'm not done. Right? If he gets his contract and he gets the language in his contract to say after X amount of albums, I will own all my royalties and my masters. Then, but nobody's working deals out like that because they can't afford the lawyers to work out the deal.
Not no more.
Yo, change
not
the
no
game.
More.
The game
not
is
no
changed.
more.
People had to accumulate the wealth first.
The game is changed.
Y'all wrong. People had to accumulate the wealth first and then go back and fight these people for their masters. They didn't just get their masters off the jump.
1973, right? Baseball player who was paid his dues says, I want to have the right to choose the team I want to get traded to. I want to have free agency.
Yes.
And no one, what's talking about free agency?
What was his name? His name was
And why didn't they exclude him out the league and then everybody else got free agency?
He got blackballed.
And that's what Zion's trying to do right now. Where he's
Zion ain't doing that. You come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. What Zion is doing is only gonna help fat, lazy dudes. Fuck out of here. He ain't doing nothing that's about to change the game generationally. You gotta stop this, Wiz. Wiz. You gotta stop this.
No. Hold on. Wait, y'all. Pause.
I can answer the question, TSK. Yes or no? Was Zion an all-star? Was Zion on the all-star team? Yes or no?
Kurt Floyd. That's his name. Kurt Floyd.
Yeah. Was Zion an all-star?
Zion was an all-star, Wiz. But you gotta stop making excuses for him. He is not changing the game. What he's doing is not benefiting nobody else but himself. So how you saying he's changing the game?
Because the next captain say, I don't want to play for this team before the contract even gets signed.
Because I'm out of shape and lazy?
No, because he got out of shape because he doesn't want to be there. Because he's on the way to fight it.
Wiz.
I'm not gonna front you, Wiz. You made a great point.
Stop doing this.
You made a great point. You made a great point, Wiz. But what I will tell you is this: he's not gonna be in the league no less than 3 to 4 years. It's over. It's over.
He might be that stream I did like 6 months ago. Zion Eddie Lacy Williamson, bruh. I'm telling you, that's my nickname.
If he don't get it together,
he gonna eat his way out the NBA straight up.
If he don't get it together for this season,
about to eat his way out the NBA.
If he don't get it together this season and show that he got fortitude and gratitude and strength, he's gonna be out the league.
Okay, here's
different people.
Here's my deal. If I had his rights as New Orleans, I'm trading him right now for
to Charlotte.
To where? To where though?
Anywhere he wants to
Charlotte.
go.
To the Knicks?
To the Knicks if I can. Right now, if I can get some, give me a couple of first rounders and get his contract off the books. And then if at that point he doesn't get in shape and make it and play for the Knicks and the healthy weight and healthy conditioning, then as a league, get him out. But if that cat's doing this to get out of New Orleans, but you can't do that until you get him out of New Orleans.
Take on the problem, and then when it's our problem and nobody wants our problem, then we try to get him out. Wiz, that don't make no sense. You don't take on people with problems in the first place.
For the right price, you do.
For the right price.
Exactly. There we go. Thank you.
You took on Latrell Sprewell. That's fact.
You tell me I'm gonna.
I'm just being fair weather. I'm fair. I'm fair.
Nah, you a part of the problem.
I'm fair. I know this shit and I know this shit.
I'm gonna tell you, you're a part of the fucking problem. You're a part of the problem.
I assault my coach.
I don't care. I'm telling you what we took. That man strangled a white man. He strangled a whole white coach. and we took him. And we went to the chip. We went to the chip with him.
And he still got paid. He got paid.
So what are you telling me, dog?
So he produced what you got him for. He over-exceeded.
Did he not
and
choke
you
a white
talking
man
about
out?
somebody that never shows
Did he
up.
not
and
choke a
never
white
shows
man
up
out?
these players.
Did he
The
not
players
choke
did
a
nothing.
white man out?
Come on.
Was he
I'm
an
not mad
all-star
with you.
NBA?
Just tell me I'm right.
Production. You're talking about production, and now we're talking about, we need Zion for fucking project. I don't play that game. I don't want to hear about what he may do for us at all.
Did we not take Latrell Sprewell?
I don't give a fuck. I want to see what he is.
Did we not take Latrell Sprewell? Did we not take Latrell Sprewell?
But he wasn't that. He only choked Carlissimo because Carlissimo deserved it.
Oh!
yo,
He does
SK.
not get choked out.
Whew. I love you, dude.
I
love you, dude.
I never
I
felt
love
like
you.
putting your hands around somebody's neck before, man. Stop acting brand new, man. We all feel like that sometimes. We don't actually do it, but we feel like it.
But you don't act on it. When you act on it, it's a crime. That guy should have been in jail, right?
So
Instead, we
Zion
gave
out
him-
here
we paid
fucking
him.
buns.
We paid
He out
him.
We're
here
not
fucking
worried
buns
about
and
his
hoes.
buns. We worried about the intake of food and what the effect it has on his body because it's going to stop him from playing basketball and ultimately stop us from winning that championship.
So
And
we
people
know.
actually, hold on, people say they want to win championships, but then they're trying to. This is the shit that be
Take a
killing me.
risk. Take a
You're
chance.
actually entertaining
We gonna
getting
take the risk,
Zion
right?
and the other
Are we not
on
taking
the
the
side
risk?
of your face. You're talking about winning a championship, bro.
For the right
Stop.
Can I
price.
say two things? Can I say
Stop
two things
it.
real quick? I'm sorry, Wiz. I just want to say these two things real quick. LJ came over here with a bum back. LJ, he came over here with a bum back.
Kiki
And- and
Vandeweghe.
Kiki Vandeweghe. Thank
Bum
you,
knees.
Wiz.
He
Hold
goes to the
on.
list of guys who had major problems worse than Zion, and we knew were going to be
Worse than
recurring
Zion.
problems. Worse
Hold
than
on,
Zion.
hold on.
Did these
Hold
dudes?
on,
Hold on. Let me ask the questions. Did these?
I ain't
dudes
finished
play?
with my shit
Hold on.
yet.
Did these
Yeah, let
dudes
me finish, let me
play
finish.
or not? Did these dudes play?
Did they,
Yes or no?
was Kiki's knees bad?
Regardless of their injuries, did these dudes play?
So let's pay
Yes
him money
or
with,
no?
with bum knees. Pay
Did
money.
they
Yo,
play
SK, can
or
I ask
did
you a
they
question?
not play? You avoiding the question, Wiz. You doing that shit you
Before
do
or
when you
after
avoid
the
question.
contract?
SK,
Did they play
SK.
or did they not play, Wiz?
Before or after
SK,
the
SK.
contract?
What's up?
SK, Wiz,
What's
SK and Wiz. And I said Latrell Sprewell, I said LJ, and Kiki Vandeweghe and all these cats. Remember, rest in peace to Anthony Mason. Who that song was about when Biggie said, I got a story to tell.
That wasn't my day. I was still a kid.
I don't know what track you're talking about. I'm sorry.
He said, I got a story to tell when he was talking about, going to Shorty crib and then dude came in there and she was like, you better get your nigga before. He was like, you better get your nigga before I, do something to him. And you know what I mean? Fucking with real brother there. I'm a yellow nigga in here. You feel me? You should have told me he was married to an NBA nigga. Was it Anthony Mason or Charles Oakley?
Anthony Mason. Charles Oakley probably the fuck Biggie
you
up.
kind of gave it away. You see, you can't give away the secret.
I'm giving it away. I'm just trying to say.
You gave it away when you said rest in peace to Anthony Mason. You gave it away,
I said it because you said you was young. So then therefore you ain't catch it right off the muscle.
But I caught it as soon as you. But I was like, why
right.
you said rest in peace to Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, and them? So I had to think it might have been Mason.
Right, but no, listen, no hate. I love you to death. Ain't no hate. You just told me about certain significance of motherfuckers that's fucked up for the Knicks. You said Zion can't come over here because of whatever. Why he can't?
Zion can't come over here because whatever.
We had a choker.
Hold on. You asked me a question.
We had a choker.
Hold on. Boulevard. You asked me a question. Let me answer your question.
And I respect you like that. Go ahead.
I'll keep it short and sweet so you can respond, right?
Yes, sir.
Zion can't come over here because Zion don't play basketball. He play on porn. That's why Zion can't come over here.
Okay.
That's the best way I can put it. If he played basketball, I would take Zion. But Zion don't play basketball. When the last time you seen Zion play basketball?
when he did the 360 dunk
It's
in his
exactly.
his cup.
Hold on, you talking about in practice in a game he didn't
No,
play?
in his clothes, in his street clothes.
Exactly.
Talking about
So I don't
practice?
want a dude that don't play basketball. If he play
And
basketball,
then say
we
I can't
actually
play.
have a
And then say I
conversation.
can't play.
He don't play
And-
basketball.
Talking
So
about
what are we
practice?
even talking about?
All
we
right,
talking
but
about
I was trying to make
practice?
an example. I was trying to make it.
Are we
Well,
talking
we
about
talking about practice? Are we talking about practice?
Exactly.
Practice.
What we talking?
The game that I love. We talking about practice?
And
Yo,
yo,
salute
yo,
AI. Salute
and,
AI.
and
Yo,
Wiz and Bully. Shot Legacy says Sprewell wasn't hurt. Health is wealth in the NBA. Zion is unhealthy.
okay. I'm not saying,
Yo, Shaw Legacy.
but I
Salute.
wouldn't talk about Spree.
I'm gonna
Okay,
drop a
but let's
bomb
talk
on
about-
that, Wiz. Hold on, I'm gonna let
Yes,
you
you
go.
will.
Go ahead, Wiz, but you gotta speak up, bro. Speak with your chest.
Yo, my headset went out. Yo, Kiki Vanderway and Larry Johnson were chronic injuries. We knew they were not going to last 1 or 2 or 3 seasons healthy. We knew that. Zion, for the right price, has a chance to give us the next LeBron-like career. If that all we need that cat to do is get his weight down. I said one thing. He's not physically unhealthy. It's a cat who I think is trying to get out of New Orleans. And give him one chance. Give up Obi, give up Fournier and Rose, and give him 2 first-rounders. And I'm taking a risk on getting that cat just in case he decides to lose that weight and turn out to be a generational talent that takes us to the chip. And I think he's better than Levine healthy if he comes in at 260. If he comes in 260, 270,
he doesn't help our biggest
over.
problem, though, Wiz.
But he got to keep that weight down.
I know,
Our
but
biggest
if he does, it's a risk I'm going to take.
He offers Zion weight, right? He don't help our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is he'll add to it. Another person that drives that can't shoot.
No, I'm gonna get rid of RJ too. Sorry.
I'm not even talking about RJ. I'm just talking about the multiple of people that only people that can shoot is Brunson and Randall and our role players. But RJ can't shoot like that.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm doing RJ and even and maybe get KP at center, and we got floor spread with some shooters on those 2 spots. That's all I want.
But you heard KP going to where KP going? KP going to Boston.
He going to Boston. That's what I heard. You got lights going on.
It's not done deal.
I hope it is, because I still want him to come here.
Sources say per Woj.
They're talking. They're talking. They're pushing.
Jelly Rose?
Right
I mean,
now.
not Jelly Rose.
Nah, that's still funny though. Jalen Rose.
Or even get me. Okay, how about this?
That's still funny though.
Would you
Jalen
switch out?
Jalen Rose?
Like Jalen Rose. That's funny. The way my mind worked. But I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Would you switch out Grimes?
Zion ain't my cup of tea, man. Like
I know, mine either, by the way. Mine either, but for the right price, I'm gonna take a chance. And
to be honest with you, Wiz, I gotta say this again. For the record, when Zion was coming out of Duke, I wanted Ja Morant. So I'm on record saying that.
Guns and buns.
I'll still take the gun toter over the food floater. You feel me? So it is what it is.
He'll be in the club and now
I'll take the gun toter
over the food floater. You feel me?
Oh man, yo! First of all, you gotta give it up to Soul Finger. Soul Finger came out with the guns and buns. If John Morant and Zion was coming to New York, guns and buns. Yo, Soul Finger. Props, my dude.
That shit funny. Salute to Soul Finger. Yo, Shaw Legacy says Zion is 22 with these issues, not 34. Those guys was on the way out. This dude is absent on his way in. God.
How about John? Is it John?
It don't matter how many ways you twist it or spider web it or Charlotte's web it or Spider-Man.
Man, I ain't seen that in a long time.
it all come back to the middle point where this nigga ain't motivated to play basketball.
Would you take Ja right now?
Ja, yeah, I'll take Ja right now. Fuck you,
I'll take Ja.
I told you I'll take gun-toting Ja over that fat boy floating by.
How about over RJ?
He said gun-toting. Yo, he said gun-toting. He ain't gonna last long in New York.
Ja, bro.
That nigga
Would
boy
you give
gonna
up
get
RJ
bodied.
and Grimes for Ja?
He gotta go.
I give up Grimes. I give up Grimes.
RJ and Grimes.
I don't gotta. 6 ways from Sunday. RJ gotta go for Ja Morant. Period. He ain't coming to New York. He ain't coming to New York doing that shit. New York Gun Los is crazy. He would never show a burner again. Trust me.
No, he won't. He would never show a burner again.
He'll never show a burner again.
Hell no, that boy gonna be finished.
Have that problem in New York. You show a burner, you know you're going to jail for 5 years, right? He'll never show a burner again.
Yo, does that stop people before? No, it don't stop them.
It don't stop $1 million. What you mean? It stopped $1 million dudes. It might not have stopped Plexico Burris, but he learned when he lost that.
If you're young and dumb, you still do dumb things. And he's young and dumb.
This is true.
This
is true. This is true. This is true.
Did he shoot somebody? Did he shoot himself?
No, but he's carrying a gun around in New York City.
Instagram that's completely legal.
NYC, carrying that, packing that.
We're not talking about NYC. We're just comparing and contrasting. I don't think he would do nothing like that in NYC because they would let him know.
If he goes to New York, he's gonna still feel like he gotta carry if he still thinks.
No, I think that's false because anytime he played in New York, you ain't hear about no gun incidents.
No. You know better than that. But he ain't in New York every day.
Because everywhere you go,
I'm gonna give it up to Wiz on that one.
Accordingly, especially when you go into damn near every city in America, you get to actually experience that every city ain't the same. So some
remember, there's an open carry. Remember, there's an open carry.
Keep it calm. You think that's not actually happening?
You think like cats? How many cats I know packing in New York City right now? I got cats.
We're not talking about the niggas that's packing in the city. If we get into that, then we got to talk about where they get
He acting like you want to be down with city dudes. He act like you want to be down, but he acting like you want to be down with the hood.
How you know he ain't down for real? Y'all think he acting? How you know he ain't down for real?
Man, that nigga a pussy.
Because you said he won, or is that true?
No, you act like
he a pussy, man. That nigga pussy. I'm sorry.
I'm just asking questions. How you feel is how you feel. I ain't mad at you.
Do you think
I'm up here eating some goddamn Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm sorry.
According to us, man, we would have thought Aaron Hernandez was a pussy, but he was a cold-blooded murderer.
Nah, he wasn't. No, he wasn't no pussy. That nigga wasn't no pussy. Hold on. How you gonna go from? Ashy?
I don't want Zion.
To classy back to ashy. You gonna lose the bag, man. Trying to act like you're a thug, and you gonna get fucked up in the game, dude.
I don't think he was acting like he was a thug. I don't think. See, acting like it was a thug is saying thuggish things and perpetrating it. Flashing a gun and like say if he was hunting and he killed some deer. Now he's acting like a thug because he did the gritty.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
What did he say that was thuggish to make for them to perpetrate him in this type of way? See, I don't just go wrong with the scenarios because I see what they're actually doing. They're trying to hurt his bread. Period. The bottom line.
I'm not
flashing a gun is not illegal unless you pointed at somebody, bro. Showing the gun is not illegal.
Didn't he not just get on TV before that little second incident with the gun? The flash, the little female. I call it that's a female gun. That's a 22. I can get that to my sister. I get that to my mom or my grandma. You know what I'm saying? That's a female gun. That's number one.
Yo, okay? Bully is crazy, bud. That's a female gun. The way he was waving it, we knew he wasn't.
And the way he was waving it,
the way he was waving it, you knew he wasn't like. I'm like, yo, my nigga, you might. That can slip out your hand. You drop that. You tripping.
He ain't familiar. He ain't familiar with it. And how big is the bullet for 22? About this big. About this big, my nigga.
Yeah, when I was talking to my cousin about it, I was like, yo, son, if anything, it wasn't the fact that he was dancing and shit. It was the fact that he was dangling like it was a fucking ornament. Like, that shit is a gun, my nigga. That shit fall, that shit go off.
Right.
Somebody.
Pow!
That shit correct. Exactly. I'm like, dangling like an ornament, bro. That's stupid. I ain't gonna lie. I
Thank
told them
you.
straight
So
at
then-
that.
True.
So
I'm
you
not
understand.
defending the stupidity.
That's I'm talking
bro.
about young and dumb.
You understand then. You
That's
understand
young and
then.
dumb.
Of course,
Young and dumb
of
people do
course, I
dumb
understand.
stuff.
But
You got a
regardless,
female gun. It's a gun
So
that
you
I would
think-
give my grandma. That's a gun that, sorry, Wiz. That's a gun that I would give to my grandmother. All right?
Right.
To walk around Bed-Stuy, walk around Brooklyn and whatnot. Boy, you better get away
Yeah,
from me.
in a
Grandma, I
nightcap.
want your bag. Look, pow! Oh shit, grandma shot me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What the fuck? Like,
Harlem Nights.
you run
Harlem
around-
Nights, baby.
Harlem Nights. Stop shooting that little shit.
Shoot a little toe off. Yo,
You
but
did?
I'm saying young and dumb people do young and dumb stuff. So New York gun
Facts.
laws, he may not stop him from carrying.
And
He
they
may still carry
terrible.
because he feels like. Well, what I'm saying is, I would take Ja over Zion, but I'm not taking either one right now. I'm telling you, I'll give me.
Right.
I'll take Kuzma. I'll take KP.
I'll take Kuzma.
Embiid.
Right.
But I
I
just
don't
don't
know what's
like
going on with them two South Carolina ass niggas.
No,
Listen.
not over Ja. I mean,
That's
I'm just
literally
saying.
what you
Actually,
just
right
said.
now,
That's literally what you just
yes,
said.
I would. Yes, actually, I would. Because
That's
the
literally
Wiz.
what you just
Ja,
said.
I don't, Wiz and SK, I don't know what's going on with them two South Carolina ass niggas. I don't know what's going on in South Carolina. Yo, Uncle Freezy, I know you in South Carolina. Salute to you and always love. Man. I know you're in South Carolina as well. But I don't know what's going on with them two ass niggas. And they out there fucking up. Guns and buns. Guns and buns. Thank you, thank you, Soul Finger. I'm gonna let y'all brothers have the fall. I'm gonna
That
fall
shit
back for a
funny.
minute.
I ain't gonna lie, that Guns and Buns shit, I was crying for like 3 days over that shit. I showed
Thank
you.
you,
Yeah.
Soul Finger.
That shit was hella funny.
oh man.
Thank you, Soul Finger.
That shit was hella funny. I ain't gonna lie. I cried over that shit. Like, this shit
Guns
funny, bro.
and buns coming to New York. No, the fuck y'all not, because
Crazy. And then,
John gonna get shot real quick.
and then people are
and-
literally advocating for for Zion Williamson to come to the Knicks. And Wiz is over here trying to fucking.
No,
I don't
I'm
agree.
saying
I
for the
don't
right
disagree.
price.
I don't disagree.
I heard everything you said, Wiz. I
For the
listened.
right
My ears
price.
work.
For the
My
right
ears
price,
work.
I'll take a chance.
My
on
ears
people.
work.
For the
My
right
ears
price,
work.
I'll
You
take-
trying to justify his bad habits, bro. Like,
No, I'm not. I'm
I
saying
I
for the
don't
right
disagree.
price.
I don't disagree, but he
For
got to
the
get
right
it together.
price, I will take a chance on
Facts.
Zion, on AD. Even AD, I take a chance for the right price. Street clothes. I take street clothes right now for the right price. But for the right price, it's a low risk, high reward. Low risk, high reward. I'm an investor. Right? I trade stocks.
so you traded Julius Randle for Anthony Davis right now?
Nah. I'm not going. I'm saying for the right price. No, that's what
I just wanted to know, you know what I mean? Because that's how
right
you
price.
talking. So I just wanted to get down to the bottom of it. 'Cause
For the right
you sound
price, the right
crazy.
price is low risk, high reward. What's the risk? The
How
risk
is that a low risk, high reward when that man is going to show up half the time and give you half the effort?
So who am I trading for him now? I'm trading Mitch, Fournier, and Rose, and 2 picks for AD. I'll take that chance.
Oh, okay.
So where Randall going? So AD going to play the center role that he don't even like to play right now?
Center.
He got to. Yeah, he got to.
He's going to play center. Exactly.
He
He's going to
got
play
to.
center.
He
He's
got
got to
to.
play center.
He got to
Sorry.
play center.
Yeah, let us know in the chat how y'all feel about this hyperbole. Wiz been talking all night since he got here, man. He been talking crazy, making mad
I'm just
excuses
saying low
all
risk,
night, bro. I
low
love
risk,
Wiz
high
to
reward.
death, but I gotta call this malarkey out. It's crazy, bro. Like,
Malarkey.
He said,
Get the hell out of here with that malarkey. No, but I remember that for real.
For the right
Crazy,
price,
bro.
folks. For the right price. I'm happy.
Yo,
Yo, Wiz, you my guy. I love you, bro. Yo, salute, G Money. What's popping, baby?
what's
G
crack-
Money, salute,
G
homeboy.
Money.
What's cracking,
How you
slack?
doing?
Two cats. What's going on?
We'll retract it one more time, and before we get out of here, you know what I mean? Think I'm gonna end it at the 2 hour mark, man. I appreciate all y'all fellas that giving me 2 hours of your life or however
Yo,
long.
man,
you
it's all
gave me.
good,
Yeah, man.
dude. Man, you good people,
We
man.
hear from
Even
you,
though you
always,
crazy,
always.
but you good people, man.
That's all good, man. I just speak my mind, bro. I ain't even crazy like that. I just
I
say
know,
what-
man. I'm just messing with you, dog. I
in
know,
real
I know
life,
you good
man. This
people.
ain't,
I
this
know you
ain't
good
just
people,
behind
man.
the silly screen.
Ooh,
That's
ooh,
real. That's
I
real
know you
talk.
good people, man. I know you good people.
But guys, what's
But
cracking?
yo, G Money, how do you feel about this Obi situation? I know you probably a little tapped in on Twitter and stuff like that. So, what do you feel about the scenario? And then my secondary question is, which we've been arguing about, like Zion and Zach LaVine for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
What players would you consider if after you tell us what you think about Obi requesting the trade supposedly?
Right. Well, back to the Obadiah Richard Toppin Jr. situation. Obi Toppin. Let's see. Man, I think Obi's gone this offseason. The whole hullabaloo
I think he's
between
going
him.
too. Yeah.
Look, yes, Obi is flawed. He's not a great defender, not the greatest ball handler, but he can stroke it from three at the corner. He's athletic dynamo, can fly like an eagle to the orange iron. He can finish at the fast break. He's a okay, not great rebounder, and he brings energy. He's like the Energizer Bunny for New York. I think Obi Toppin's gone this offseason. And the whole Zach LaVine thing, I will not mind Zach LaVine. I know he's not a great defender, but Zach LaVine can help us with floor spacing. He's an athletic freak. Creates on shot at the elbow. And remember, he did have one of his best years under Tibbs, though. So we got to consider that, though. The players that I thought two scenarios, and I want to hear your opinions on this. Here's two trade scenarios. Two new players. We trade RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, D Rose, and some picks for Michael Porter from Denver. And my other trade scenario would be Mitchell Robinson, Evan Fournier, and some picks for Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. So imagine this starting five.
That is off the table.
No.
It's an example. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Hang on. I didn't say it's going to happen. I didn't say it will happen, but I want to ask you. Do you think
G baby? We heard that scenario and that cat scenario off the table. We don't want cat.
What about Michael Porter?
Me and Boulevard, we don't even want to discuss him because we don't want him at all.
Okay, fine. What about Michael Porter? I'm not saying it's going to happen. What happens if would you consider trading for Michael Porter if he became available?
Jr. is definitely on the table, but the other question I would ask after that is, will Denver consider trading him after winning the championship with him? And he did contribute.
You know,
they may. And who was the players you wanted to trade for him? Michael Porter?
Well, I said RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, and D Rose to get Rose's contract in like a pick or so for Michael Porter from Denver. What were you?
How that's going to work?
Trade for Michael Porter from Denver?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. No, I ain't going to front. I would.
You wouldn't trade for Michael Porter? Why not?
Nah.
I think I would do that, man. I would give him like 1 year.
I would try to consider and like I want to see what RJ become, man. Like live or die.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. SK, you said we giving up RJ?
Yeah.
RJ.
No, sorry. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not
RJ, D Rose, Obi. You won't trade for Michael Porter?
No, I'm not doing that. My bad. I didn't hear RJ in there.
And it's not even like people ain't gonna like this. You know what I mean? But Michael Porter.
I'm not gonna give out RJ.
Better.
Michael Porter's a better player.
Defense. But like they said, RJ's our only homegrown player with the potential. So I want to see what he potentially become. And I don't even like potential. Feel me? I
don't even like that word.
But at this point, I feel like the fit is the fit. I don't think RJ should be a guard. I think we should get a better guard. Excuse me.
Is tight?
I think we should get a better guard and let RJ continue to develop as a small forward. You know, get a little more lean, get a little more agile. You know, because that can always be improved upon.
I agree.
I just feel like we got to just stop trying to change our core players and actually try to continuously build around them. That's what I think. I don't want these dudes core players. I want to take their role players and continuously try to piece it together like a puzzle until we get the pieces that match. You know what I
The
mean?
right combination. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to keep our core players so they can grow and build. We just got Brunson last year. Now we talking like we're gonna win a championship next year. Nah, man, it's gonna take at least 4 years, maybe 5, maybe 6,
okay, but
maybe 7.
suppose we do win a championship next year. What's up?
Then we are way above head. We are way ahead of schedule.
Because was we supposed to be there last year? Was we as a team supposed to be there last year?
Well,
not really.
I think the projections that people had was way underestimated. You feel me? When I evaluated the team, we only lost 3 games than the previous year. So when we had the bad season, so when to people that pretend that we was going to be in the playing game, I'm like, oh no, it's a lot of parity in the NBA. If we win 45 to 50 games, we definitely going to be in the top 4 spots. And where were we? The top 5 spots. So you feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, okay.
Like, because I knew once we got our point guard, when we got Jalen Brunson, and then we already got our secured all-star and Julius Randle, then we had no problems. People like to pretend we got all these big ass problems. Our problem is shooting and perimeter defense.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Not all these extra problems that we try to create because we want to have conversations, man.
Yep.
We could just look at it and tell you what it is, man. We gotta make it up. And if we really want to be grimy, we can start addressing people who actually are the problems. But we don't do that. We just talk about hypothetical. Yeah, we don't do stuff.
I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, I be being nice, man, because I don't want to go 4 or 5 hours just talking about one.
Yeah,
person.
no doubt.
Right. Ooh, what about trade for Brandon Ingram? Would you want Brandon Ingram? I don't know.
I would trade RJ for Brandon.
I want Brandon Ingram.
See, now you're talking to me, boy. Now you're talking.
Brandon Ingram, baby, on this team.
Let me drop a bomb on G Baby taking it back. Hold on.
Go ahead, man.
He said, "What about Brandon Ingram? You know I want
Brandon Ingram.
You know I want Bi. RJ could go play with Zion, and that maybe that'll make him happy.
I'll get rid of. I will move RJ for Brandon Ingram.
Maybe if we thinking about other teams, because I've heard this too, and I usually don't think like this, but now that I've heard people do it, I could do it too, right? So if I'm thinking about New Orleans' best interest, if we traded RJ for Brandon Ingram, maybe Zion would play more games.
That's a good point.
Drop that motherfucking bomb, dude.
He'll have his
Don't
Duke
play
buddy. He'll have his Duke butt buddy, and they could get along and fucking be roommates and do whatever the fuck they do.
Nah, man. Ooh, ew, that ain't right.
Sean Legacy with the bag. Was that the bag? I don't know what emoji that is. He probably on the iPhone.
Cap. That's a cap. Hey, Cap.
Oh, that's a cap.
Do you know what Duke means? Like when what was the boy John Wayne, cornball, white boy? Look, I ain't trying to be political. You say Duke, put your Dukes up. That's so when you say Duke. I meant
Duke buddies from Duke because they went to Duke College.
That too. But I got you. But all right, I'm leaving it alone, dog.
I can put you on. It's no big deal, bro. But yeah, for Brandon Ingram to answer the question, G Baby.
Yes.
No, that was good. Yo, Brandon Ingram. Yes, that's a good one.
He has length. You know what I mean? He got the length, and he can actually stroke. And like when he's healthy, he's definitely going to provide way more offense. And it just gives us
good defender too.
You know, and he doesn't clog the paint. You feel what I'm saying?
No, he don't. And he out there. He's stretching.
Midi, shoot the 3. He got everything. He just needs to stay healthy. And he's tall and he's lengthy. He's damn near 7 foot tall. Like he's the closest to KD that we got in the league. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's on some real. But I mean, so how do we see?
Just for the record, Brandon Ingram, I'll take you immediately. Request a trade
quickly, very quick.
Okay, it was the same Michael Porter trade, but instead of having Michael Porter getting Brandon Ingram. Right. But you know what I'm trying to say. But RJ Barrett,
Obi, Fournier, Rose gotta go. They gotta go. And you said Obi, Rose, and RJ. Yeah, they gotta go.
Yeah, and some picks in there because they want some picks. Yeah. And the
Because
funny
because
thing, how
Brandon
about
Ingram
this?
giving us everything that RJ not. He can assist, he can
Mhm,
rebound, he can shoot, the
mhm,
midi, he
mhm.
can finish. He's giving us everything that boy. He
Great
actually
defender too.
got skills. We're
Great
not
He got
worried
defender.
about if
skills.
he got skills or not.
He got skills to pay the bills for sure.
Right. And speaking of skills to pay the bills, how about this trade for a big man instead of Big Cat? How about this? The same Cat trade, but for Kristaps Porzingis. Because remember that the trade broke
I
down
want
with
that.
Boston.
I want that. I
How
want
that?
that. But I heard he's going to. I heard he's going
It's
to
not going to.
Beantown though.
It's probably not going to happen though because the 3-team trade broke down.
I think he's coming back. I think he's coming back to the NY. And you know what? And I'm gonna give you one more.
Knicks fans just being emotional because we drafted him, so we want Kristaps back. Is he going to
Yeah,
provide?
I'm gonna say it. Look, yep,
Is he going
yep.
to provide?
Yes,
the things
yes,
necessary?
yes.
Yo,
I'm putting my hand up.
We went through this already, Boulevard, man. We went through the draft. you always forcing me to do this to you, man. I love you to death. You my guy. You know what I mean? But we went through this, man. You want me to pull up your draft class?
Pull it up. I ain't
In the
scared,
Barnes
nigga.
Spears draft
You
and
ain't
show
say
you
shit.
draft the
Pull
players
it
you
up.
pick?
Pull it up. And I want everybody to see
You
in
gonna
this
really
nation.
make me do it too. You gonna really
Yeah, I want you to do it. Yeah, you ain't asked me to come on here for nothing. Let's get it.
petty.
You know I ain't petty. You know I ain't petty. But right now I'm petty, nigga. Let's go.
Petty, yeah.
My dude.
Oh, really make
Come
me
on.
And
look, and you got a good ass.
Your roster was full of nostalgia. Your roster was everybody you watched as a kid.
Well, you know what? You're absolutely right. I can't front on that. Mm-hmm. But guess what?
And I'm being
still good.
Not every person you picked was everybody.
All right, so tell me. All right, so I want you.
I was like,
hold on, G Money. I want you to look at my roster, who I picked, because you definitely a good basketball historian.
We went through
and you too. So tell me where I went wrong, and tell me what you would have done. And I'm gonna critique your squad as well.
Can you repeat your team because I haven't really checked back.
No. SK gonna pull it up because I don't have it right now.
All right.
I'm not in front of my computer. I'm on my phone. But SK gonna pull it up and he gonna tell me where I fucked up at. And then I'm gonna tell him where he fucked up at.
Ding. What about this? Because we do need a stretch 5. I like Mitch, but we need a stretch of Waba for Nikola Vucevic or Miles Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Would you stretch one of those guys?
Well, I ain't got none of them. Dudes.
Look, it's not super clear.
Okay.
I don't care. It's not super clear. Now you got Kobe, Mitch, Pat.
I got the next one. Yeah, I'm going in.
Raif.
And I'm ready to fight.
Kristaps, Mark, Dikembe. I'm gonna keep it brief. Boulevard guy. And he didn't make no trades. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
You
Everybody
did have a
did
little
good.
solid.
You playing the old.
Yeah, that's what I didn't write down nobody's team, so I gotta go through it real quick. But I paused.
Okay, I got you. I hear you. All right.
And you got. I could read it a little bit. You got Kobe Bryant, Mitch Richmond, Patrick Ewing, Robert Ory. I think we traded for Drazen Petrovic. So
yes,
you got Manu
Mm-hmm.
Ginobili.
Yes.
Mohamed Abdul Raif.
Yeah.
Len Bias. Kristaps. Marc Gasol.
I traded for Len Bias.
Charles Oakley and Stephon Marbury. And I traded you Marc Gasol.
Right. I traded for you. You gave me Sabonis.
Sabonis, yeah.
And then I got rid of. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Let him ask him to comment. You gotta let him comment.
Hold on. I ain't finished yet because we made.
That's not a bad lineup. That's not really a bad lineup. I don't mind Kristaps Porzingis, but I felt a center you could have chosen maybe like an Elvin Hayes or a David Robinson. I would have chosen those guys.
No, Dre got them cats.
Right.
He got like 5 centers on his team, though. He got too many centers.
Yeah, good point, though. You need some guards. I don't mind the Abdul Riley.
Who?
You got.
Remember, we made trades. We made trades though. We made
No,
trades.
but we traded a center and then we traded guard straight up. We didn't. I didn't trade you like.
I wouldn't have got white chocolate. I wouldn't have got white
The
chocolate.
reason I
right?
was ready to trade you is because you had like 4 centers on your team. Way
My
too
4
many.
centers is injury prone, so that's why I got the 4
What
centers.
center you what? You thinking about you getting prime Patrick Ewing? You talking about old Pat, man?
No. I ain't thinking about Pat. And then I would have got white chocolate. And then I would have got.
You got
And
Len
then I would
Bias,
have
you
got
got
Devin
Marcus
Coleman.
Hall, and you got Dikembe Mutombo. I don't know why you drafted Len Bias at all.
That was sentimental value because I.
See what I'm saying?
me,
That's what I'm talking about when I say he do nostalgia.
Go ahead.
Right? And then Oakley in an all-time draft.
I need muscle.
Oakley.
I need muscle, dude. I need somebody to punch you in your face.
You
Yeah.
could
Fuck
have
around.
Don't listen to that. SK.
drafted Amari Stoudemire right there.
Oh, my started my. Okay, I'm not gonna even go there because I like him, but that nigga was a puss. It was not. He hit fire hydrants. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hitting nobody and he ain't duffing nobody and whatnot. So yeah, he was cool. But Oakley, Oakley gonna flip you. He gonna dunk you, flip you. I know. And then I got Devin Coleman. I wouldn't have got Devin Coleman. I traded Len Bias for Devin Coleman and Marcus Camby. And then I wouldn't have got white chocolate. I made 4 trades.
Yo, now the white chocolate, the Jason Williams trade was a good, but the Derek Coleman trade was another nostalgia trade.
Do you know Devin Coleman numbers? Do you know how much of he was?
Derek Coleman. Derek Coleman was on wasn't Derek Coleman on the 76ers that went to the championship?
I think it was, yeah.
From 2000. So how would I know something like that?
Jersey Net, yeah. Yeah. 7 Qs.
How would I know something like that? Because
the school my son goes to.
He was an All-Star 94. Derek Coleman was an All-Star 94.
Just like you.
All right, you know what, SK? I'm gonna give you that one.
I gave you a couple nostalgia picks. I did the same thing, so I can recognize nostalgia picks when I.
And then you took my. Hold on, you took my drop. You took my pepper bitch. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, guys, by the way, Derek Coleman was not in the 01 Sixers. No, he was not. Derek Coleman, he was not in the 01 Sixers, though. He was not.
No.
What team was he on?
Well, Derek Coleman was on.
Probably like.
He was on the Sixers the following year, 01-02. He the teams he went
after
on.
They won the
after they went to the
Yeah.
You're right.
After they went Okay.
So DC, right. So DC used to play with the Nets from 1990 to 1995, and then from 95 to 98 he went to Philly. Then he went to Charlotte from 91 to 2001. Then he went back to Philly from 01 to 04, and then he played only 1 year in Detroit. He was on the Pistons that went to the finals in 04 through 05. Man, I feel bad for Derek Coleman because remember, the Pistons won the chip in 04, and then he came to that team a year later, and they lost to the Spurs in 7. Yikes.
Wow.
That's tough.
Wow. Yo, good homework. Go homework, G Money. Good homework on that. Good homework.
Thanks. He was an All-Star 94, 2-time All-NBA 13, Rookie of the Year 91, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Should we pick up CP3?
I would consider, yeah. For backup purposes, yeah.
Ooh. Are you serious?
I would consider. I'm not saying play him a lot of minutes. I'm not saying that. But who you rather have a point guard, CP3 or Emmanuel Quickly? Quickly is good. At the same time, who you rather have a point guard, CP3 or IQ?
All right, okay, I get your point.
Man, them to know their roles and learn their spots and stuff like that. So I would prefer CP3.
But do you not think that Quickly is going to be upset? That man, come on, man. Like I've been here for 4 years.
Quickly got to play guard. Grimes got to play the forward, bro. Y'all niggas just got to learn y'all roles. Shut the fuck up. Stop complaining and just get the job done.
Okay, what I'm just asking. No, I agree with you. I agree with you, SK. But do you think that if they was to bring a CP3 here, you don't think that Quickly would be upset? Besides, shut the fuck up. Like, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. I gotta go.
What? You get the opportunities, you ain't making the most of them. Now we gotta put people in your position. This is how every business works. if I give you a task and you can't complete the task, we got to get somebody else that can complete the task. That is just how it works.
Okay,
We don't
bro.
wait until you figure it out. We get somebody that can do it right now. And when you figure it out, you'll be that person we can call.
We just go do it right now. Nigga, sit your ass over there.
So
Come on, bro.
in.
I got you. Go ahead.
That's
G.
the
What you
real.
say,
Am
G?
I lying?
Mhm.
No, you frying. You ain't lying. You frying. You telling the truth. You cooking.
Frying. Hot.
Yeah, it's
I'm
hot.
saying, bro, we ain't got time
Go
to
ahead,
wait
G.
on everybody's timeline and their projection. And I already think, and I'm putting 10s on it. Like at this team we got with a Brunson and a RJ and a Randall, I give us like a 5-year span with this team together.
We
If
gotta
we don't
wait
win it
5
in
years.
4 or
Like,
5
come on,
years,
bro. We got another wait, another
No,
5
5
years,
because
nigga. I
these
want to
niggas
win next year.
We might not even be alive to see a
I
championship.
know
bro.
it's not
5
gonna
years,
happen.
bro.
I
5
know
years,
it's not
we're
gonna
not
happen.
be
I just
alive.
want
I
it.
don't
I
even
just
want
want it.
to live like I just want to see that we moving forward. As long as we moving, we haven't been moving forward for so long. We should appreciate the fact in the past 5 years we have been, but we keep just moving towards championship when the past like 10 years we wasn't even close to that shit. We as close as we ever gonna be right now. We gotta savor it, taste it, smell it.
I hear you.
I'm just saying, man. I ain't gotta tell people how to appreciate shit, man. That's on your own. Do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. That ain't my fucking problem.
The 5, I love the answer. You're awesome. The 5 years, bro. Who knows what may happen? That's the thing
Don't
about this
care.
super moment.
Feel me?
The thing about this
I
super
just be saying, man. I just be trying to put people on to what I'm on to. That's it.
Yeah,
5
no
years,
doubt, no doubt. I'm sorry, G
you-
Money. Go ahead, Brabby.
Go ahead.
You're good. But 5 years, who knows what can happen? What happens if a super team happens in 5 years? What happens if we don't know what can happen in 5 years? So
They fixed it. They fixed the CBA to where you can't have a super team, and now we about to have this mid-season tournament every fucking year. You know about that?
yeah, I know. The mid-season tournament is a waste of time.
See, we got to talk about that. Look, SK with the ball for bringing up another hot topic. Do y'all know about the fucking mid-season tournament that they about to?
Waste of time. I mean,
Did you?
why?
Yeah, I agree.
Is it
I
a
agree.
waste of time?
Is that no? I think it's a waste of time because I think it diminishes the championship.
Okay.
And injuries
Okay.
can happen. No injuries come in any game, but injuries may legitimately happen in the in-season tournament. Why would Steph or Giannis get hurt and their careers are over or something? It's like, why do you need to have this if your Adam Silver is dumb? Why?
Well, they probably want to have it to get these players that don't play as much to play more.
I agree.
It gives
I
you
agree.
more incentive. I could get the reason, right? Because you got to think, why would they do this? And then when you think, to get them niggas that be trying to duck it, like Zion, all season.
But some people may intentionally skip that. Some people may intentionally skip.
What if they did it like baseball? Whatever person wins that mid-season tournament gets home court in the
Yep. That's how it usually works. Yep.
You gotta think outside the box, G baby, right? Because these things, what if that happens? Just like Wiz was saying, if we reference in all these things that ever had happened before, like he was doing. Know what I mean?
Right. At the same time, though,
They don't
potentially skip the tournament anyway.
But they don't tell you, no, you can't. It's a mid-season tournament, and it counts towards the regular season. So what? And they don't tell you what the prize is besides the prize money. But what is the goal at the end of it? It can't just be the money.
It's bragging rights. Bragging rights.
Mid-season championship.
Is it a one-on-one tournament? Player tournament? Whack, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I don't think so. No, not whack, but it's league. I think it's league team tournament and whatnot, right?
Yeah, it is. To me,
team tournament.
Here's the thing. the play-in tournament, I don't hate that, but the play-in, I think it's kind of unfair. But I can understand why they brought that. But the mid-season,
Good. You
is
know what?
like,
That was a good point, G Money. Go ahead. Say that again. Say that
the
again,
play-in
bro.
tournament is good. I'm 50-50 about the play-in. I don't hate it. I understood it because, hey, you want to increase the regular season. But it's like, at the same time, if you're going to do a play-in, just use the play-in for a tie-breaking purpose. Let the 8th and 9th seeds have the same exact 82-game regular season record and 4-game head-to-head matchup. And then you can do a play-in tournament for like a tiebreaker. You know what I mean? Like do or die type of game. If one team has a better record, you don't need to have a play-in. And also the mid-season, it's like, I don't think many players are going to care for this stuff. I think players' mind is to go for the NBA championship, the Larry O'B trophy. I don't think they'll care for mid-season banner. I don't think they'll care for that.
I'm telling you, when I say they might sneak in, whoever wins the play-in tournament, their conference gets the fucking champion.
No, that's the mid-season.
Listen, that whoever wins the mid-season, yeah, you're right. Yeah, mid-season tournament, their conference might get home court advantage throughout the playoffs, no matter. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. Well, they get home court advantage in the championship. You feel what I'm saying?
Probably if that is the case, that'll be
it's
different.
incentive in baseball for them to hit the home runs a little bit better, even though you might have a better record than this team. They might, just because they won in the All-Star game 6 months ago, they get the momentum. That shit matter.
Okay. So what do y'all think about Miami's run to the finals?
I thought the Heat run to the NBA Finals was a good run.
And mind you, they're a playing team and they came from an 8th seed. So what do y'all think about how that elevated
in the play-in era? So shout out to them.
And it came close. They came close. I mean, second 8th seed ever to crack the NBA Finals code. I mean, they didn't win the chip. At the same time, they gave all their heart and soul. Jimmy Butler was balling in the first round. Kevin Love, Kyle Lowry turned back the clock at times. Caleb Martin was amazing for most of the players. Salute, man. Also, I thought.
My bad, Wes. I didn't know how long you was back there. I'm sorry, G.
I'm good.
How long was you back there? Was you back there long?
About 2 hours. It's cool.
Whoa.
We'll come back with the cap. Continue, D baby.
Right. And I thought guys like Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin were big time the first 3 rounds. I thought the Heat's player from was surprised. Duncan Robinson was putting the ball on the floor like crazy, getting backdoor layups and stroking it from long range. Bam Adebayo, man, he turned it on in these playoffs. After the slow start, he really turned on these playoffs. So inconsistent at times. I thought he played his best playoffs though. The Heat, man, give what they could. They just didn't have the size to beat the Nuggets, though, like a Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon.
They had the energy, that's for sure.
I got a quick question before we get out of here. What do y'all think about IQ's fashion?
Oh, snap.
That's right. Yuck! I love your IQ. I don't know about that.
I don't know if he going to a karate tournament, if he about to drive, or if he going to a funeral, or if he about to go play basketball, or
not son.
I don't know what occasion he's getting dressed for.
Not looking good. Not looking good, bro. In my eyes, not looking good.
No, those are literally basketball shorts, but then he got like a karate robe on with like a dress shirt and a tie with shades and leather gloves.
Okay. Well, if he was my nephew, I would tell him if he was my nephew, I would tell him to go upstairs and change his clothes.
Yo, I would have been like, yo, my dude.
Yeah, IQ thought he was a star when he first came out.
Yeah, I'd have been like,
nah.
He's trying to be like another.
The shorts with dress shoes and socks is wild.
He's trying
I'm
to be
good.
Another kind of Dennis Rodman mixed with another, a boy there, point guard for the Lakers who just got traded. What's his name? From OKC.
Wiz, we can barely hear you.
Yeah, I'm saying he's trying to be another Westbrook slash Rodman slash. He's trying to make a statement with his fashion, and he ain't got it like that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, mid-season playoffs trash. Money.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. The play. I understand play for one reason, not because of guys who are trying to
trying to miss the playoffs, but also teams that had injuries, like the Lakers did, early season injuries,
Yeah.
give them a chance
Mhm.
to make their way.
Let me ask you one question. Where was you during the all-time draft on Blanche Tears when we were at? Where were you at?
Man, I was crashed out. I was tired. I was
Nah, you was driving that taxi cab that you be driving that we always catch you in when we be seeing you.
Now, Sunday
Like,
mornings, my wife.
that's why you cut out. You had a fare right there, huh?
Nah,
Yeah,
he had to
my
do
wife-
something. He had to do something for his wife.
Willie, man.
All right, I'm shut up. Go
I'm
ahead, bro.
just asking that man if he had a fare, man. Like, you gotta.
Yo,
if I work for Uber or Lyft, I'd say it. I don't care.
Sunday mornings, my wife is at a farmer's market for vegan desserts. I'm up at 5 a.m. Then I go back home, listen to Blanche Tears and 718, my boys, 718, and then
Brown Paper Bag Boys.
the old school Knicks, and then I go back at 2:00, break down her tent and her tables, and bring it back to the house. Then I crash out for a couple hours, and I did not. 5 o'clock, I woke up like, oh snap, I missed it. I jumped
Good
on
over there because you sound like you cutting in and out a little bit.
Oh yeah, I don't have my headset on. I gotta charge my headset.
All right.
You might need a
Hear me
new
now?
phone. You might need a new phone altogether. Are you on the? Are you on?
How's
speaker?
this? Is it better?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, you sound way better.
Word.
Yeah, you might need to cut that headphone. We can't hear you. You sound like you hella far away.
Okay.
You sound like you went far away right now.
How about this? I'm better. Got a
You
headset on
sound
now.
way
Yeah.
better.
A lot better. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. My headset died. I just charged it up. But yeah, man, I was at farmer's market on Sundays, and so afterwards I crashed for a couple hours, man. I'm young like you, son. I got some years on you, man. So
Facts.
yeah, but got an afternoon nap in, man. No, I don't drive.
Yo, G Money, and what's name got the energy.
That was more like a
Wiz, they got the energy.
That was more like a winter slumber. We was live for like 5 hours.
I got back in about I jumped on it about after the fourth draft.
Yo,
pick.
guys, KP's gonna get traded to the Celtics. Look at this. Tyus Jones is gonna get swapped to the Wizards, and KP finally is gonna opt into a $36 million contract. Wow.
Wait, say that one more. Whoa. Say that one more
I told
again.
you he was going, bro. You said it wasn't real. Y'all said it wasn't real. I've been told
I was wrong again. KP's gonna get
exactly. I be trying to hip you to the
Hold on,
game.
what
Bro.
that-
You gotta start listening
Say
to
it
me.
again. Say it again.
Look
He
at this.
said
KP.
going to look at his face. Look at his face. He want to admit it.
Wow, KP.
Yo, you can smile, my boy. It's all good.
Okay.
Express it. It's all good. It's all good, my boy.
Okay,
We
so
allow it over here. This is what we do, man.
Man, I should not have ignored that. I should not have ignored that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I try to tell you.
right. But speaking of telling, well, tell your friends that KP's gonna get swapped to Boston to join the Green Leprechauns, aka the Boston Celtics, while Tyus Jones is gonna get traded to the Wizards, though. Wow. And KP's gonna opt into 36.
So hold on. Who Boston losing?
Let me see.
Right. Who they losing?
Is it Brogdon?
It has to be Brogdon. Let me check though. Give me some time.
Oh, that's breaking news, yo. SK dropped a bomb. That's breaking news.
That's
I
crazy.
brought it up, but he broke the news. Shout out to G-Bay.
Wowzer.
Three bombs for KP going to Boston, coming back to our division. He could have came back, but he don't want to come back. So it's smoke. What's up, man?
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
We want that beef.
You know what? Ain't nothing wrong with some beef. Ain't nothing wrong with some good beef, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with some tussling if you know how to fight.
Wow, that's big news, man.
Yeah, that's big. That's real big news. Wow.
So to keep their center, to keep
Robert Williams. Robert
Williams and KP.
Yo.
What? And Tatum and Brown? Yo.
Oh man, that's deep right there.
That's a tight group right there.
Yeah, that's.
And they still got
scary.
their point guard. They still got man.
Yeah, that's kind of scary right there. That's kind
And
of
they
scary.
still got Al Horford and Robert Williams.
I
Yep.
know. With the snap. That's
That's kinda
Oh,
scary.
Boston's
Right
gonna trade Marcus
kinda
Smart to
scary.
Memphis. Wow.
Go!
They said Marcus. Oh, wait a minute, yo. Let me write
Say it
this
again.
down.
Say it again.
Boston's gonna trade
Say it again.
Boston's
Marcus
gonna
Smart to
swap
camp to
Marcus Smart
Memphis.
to Memphis. So Marcus was gonna new Dylan Brooks for the Grizz. Wow.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
And the Knicks haven't done jack.
Nope. I have one
we ain't
question
do
for you.
shit.
Yo, Wiz, I have one question for you. I have
Yeah.
multiple trade scenarios.
Oh,
I'm just
man.
asking Wiz, everyone. Just
Wait a
Wiz.
minute.
In your opinion,
Marcus Smart.
would you trade for Wiz? Would you 3 players? Would you, or 4, I should say? Would you trade for Michael Porter from Denver? Hear me out, please. Brandon Ingram.
Now I would do it. I would do that now. Yep. Go ahead. I'm sorry, G Money.
From Chicago.
Finish, bully.
Sorry. So Wiz, in your opinion, would you trade for Michael Porter from Denver, Nikola Vucevic from Chicago, or even Brandon Ingram from New Orleans, or even Cad from Minnesota? In your opinion, Wiz?
So first, unfortunately, I'm a little biased. Cat's out. I just don't feel it. I don't know what. I mean, the deal's gotta be so sweet, but I just can't feel Cat. So I'm gonna get rid of that first.
Michael Porter.
Michael Porter. Who's gonna give up for him? Who's gonna give up for him? I'm gonna give up.
In my scenario, will be RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, D Rose, and a pick or so to get Michael Porter from Denver. Will you do it?
You know what? I like RJ. I don't love him. I'm not hooked on Obi anymore. I think Obi got to find his way. So I'll do that deal.
For
I'll do
Michael
that
Porter?
deal.
Okay.
I'll do it. Yeah.
What about for
No.
Brandon Ingram?
Ingram, yes.
Mm.
I don't care.
Mm.
Who you want? Who you want? Who do you want? Besides Brunson, who do you want? Give me Ingram. I'm a little cautious about his injury potential, but Ingram is a piece that I think can be a superstar. So I do Ingram now. Vucevic, right? That's the last one.
Vucevic is the last one, just in case. Yeah.
Again, what's the trade? What's
Well,
our sacrifice?
It will probably be Mitch Fournier. I think
Yes.
I might
Right.
throw in Trevor Keels in there. Probably Trevor Keels in there.
Oh,
maybe like
yes, I'll do that. I'll do it. I mean, I like Mitch, but I really like a little bit more diversity. Especially with KP now, with KP in Boston, I need a multi-dimensional center. Although, again, I'm not going to argue Mitch's defense is hella tight. I'm not going to argue his offensive rebounds are strong. But the problem with Mitch's offensive rebound is this. He has to do that because we're such terrible shooters. So if we can fix a little shooting, like RJ's efficiency or something can be fixed, and if we're shooting better on the offense, we don't need offensive rebounds like Mitch is doing. And then he clogs the paint as well. So I would do that to get the paint less clogged. If we can have a little more efficient shooting on the outside, so it's a little bit of a debate for that Vucevic, but I'm doing that deal. I think it's a much better look for us.
Okay, so to recap everything, no to Cat, yes to Michael Porter, yes to Brandon Ingram, and 50-50 on Vooch, right?
55-50, 60-40.
60 on Vooch, yes to Michael Porter, yes to Brandon Ingram, right?
Yes, sir. What's your take on that?
I can see that though, and also, by the way, Wiz, you can check the private chat when you're ready, man. Just want to throw it out there. You can check the private chat. Yeah. So okay.
Oh yeah. You got it.
Imagine if that would have happened. Imagine this 5 guys. Imagine Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
You're good, man. You're good. You're good, man. Let's say Michael Porter, Julius Randle, and Luke Vucevic. That's a nice team. Or Brandon Ingram.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. Yes.
We got to make a move now. Everybody making moves. Boston gave away a dude they had 7, 8 years old.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie. We gotta go
Facts,
get
SK.
bro. RJ, I'm sorry.
SK, facts.
RJ, you want to trade
SK.
the fucking block, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying it today here tonight. We gotta go get Brandon Ingram for RJ Barrett.
Oh, we gotta go get Brandon Ingram. We gotta go get him now. Facts.
Yeah, continue.
Yes.
Go ahead, man. I'll let y'all have at it for a little while. I'm gonna step back for a couple minutes, but I'll be right back.
Right.
sure.
Yeah, we got to make a move. We can't stay pat. We
Okay.
cannot stay pat.
Because
Unfortunately,
We got to go
Boston.
get him.
Let's go. Let's get BI. Let's get BI. I mean, you get mid-range shooter, athletic freak that can defend long wingspan, can put the ball on the floor, can rebound. BI on this Knicks team. Oh boy, it's going to be eye-popping. Or I'm not saying this will ever happen, but if we get if Denver randomly wakes up one day and say, "Hey, we'll trade Michael Porter," why not get Michael Porter on this team? A guy that can stroke it from three, athletic,
there
defend.
we go.
Like, why not?
Now, what you're looking at as individual moves or that complete overall with like 2 or 3 of those guys.
To me, I'm looking for the best moves that will help the team in the future.
Okay, so would you be willing to actually move 2 players or from the starters? So let's say Mitch and RJ.
Good question, Mitch. Good question, Wiz.
So we're gonna basically rebuild the team, try to get the chemistry together within 3 to 6 months, and then come back tight, right?
To me, it's more of a retool. I can't see more a rebuild, more of a retool because we're trying to become good, trying to become great. Because here's the thing, right? I love Mitch. Mitch is a great defender. He's athletic. He can run the floor. But my issue with Mitch is he cannot space the floor. The paint is clogged with him on the floor, and his free throw shooting is ghastly. He did make his freebies in the playoffs, which we'll give Mitch credit for that. At the same time, to win in today's game, you need some sort of stretch big, And for RJ, look, RJ's a talented player. He can fly. He can hit the corner three sometimes. He's a good player. My issue with RJ, him and Randall don't fit to me because you have 2 guys who are inconsistent shooting the ball and 2 guys who are turnover prone too. So that's why, in my opinion, if you're in New York, I would trade RJ and Mitch, though, if I were there. Ooh, how about this player? How about this player? Would you trade for Zach LaVine?
For who?
Yeah, we spoke on that earlier. The pieces are.
Yeah.
I'll do Zach, and I'm more liberal with the pieces because I think Zach elevates us tremendously above, except for BI. I think Zach elevates us a lot more than the other 3 pieces of Michael J. or Vucevic or Cat. I think.
I said Michael Porter. No, I said Michael Porter though. I said
Michael Porter. Yeah. So Porter, Vucevic, and Cat. I say BI first, then Zach second. Then the other guys fall in the next order after that. So I'll do LaVine again. I'm not crazy about him making double what our star is gonna make. I think Brunson, even with LaVine here, will be slightly still the way his trajectory is going. Our star. He's our leader and our star. And to have him getting paid half the salary, I just don't like that feel. I don't mind it, but I just don't like the feel of it, right? So it's not a matter of I wouldn't do the deal. Now, but I would definitely, and I'm worried about that higher salary for the cap, for the new, CBA. But at the same time, you got to pay for a chip. You can't just expect.
Wiz, are you and G, G Money, and Wiz, are you comfortable with moving RJ to get this certain player of this caliber of player? Are you certain that you want to move him?
Yeah.
Do you not want to give him another? Do you not want to give him another chance, or you just like saying, you know what, bro, we gave you your opportunity. Thank you for your services.
I would consider the only time I would consider keeping RJ is I had to consider trading Randall. Because to me, you can't bring Randall RJ back on the same team. Because so the only time I would keep RJ is if I need to trade Randall. You know what I mean?
Yes, I like that. Yep.
So you on the same page with?
I'm on the same page. I think RJ and Randall are
they can't come back together.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just don't want those 2 on the same team anymore.
So when one go, both of them gotta go.
Either one or the other.
We don't need to trade both, just one. They're both good players. They're both good players. Don't get me wrong. You don't need to trade both unless like Giannis became a thing, or that would be different.
Right.
But or Embiid became, that's kind of different. But you don't need to trade both though. You can keep one of them though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think RJ in 2 or 3 years is going to be special. Not
Mhm.
super special because I don't think he has the skill set to be mind-boggling. But at the same time, again, I don't want to compare him to, what's my boy in Miami? I just drew a blank like you, Boulevard. What's Miami star?
Say one more
What's
time. Say
Michael
one. I'm
Jordan?
sorry. Say one more time.
Who's Miami? Michael Jordan's son in Miami. What's his name?
Jimmy Butler, but he's not MJ.
Jimmy Butler, right?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. Yeah.
So Butler, I think Butler has the same,
I was
a
going.
little
You
bit
know what I was
more
going to say,
physically
right?
gifted than who was that?
Harold Miner. But go ahead.
Oh yes, exactly, Ryder too. Yeah, but I think Butler is a little bit more athletic than RJ, but the similar mindset where they can develop in the same stages. I think RJ can get a better mid range. He can
Yeah.
eventually get a solid 3-pointer. His IQ is solid enough where he can keep growing. So 3 years from now, I think RJ will be a piece we would love to have. But I can't wait 3 years to let Brunson have to find out slowly but surely his performance every year for the next 2 years.
Bronson
to get
could be
to that
gone in
point.
3 years. Who knows? Bronson
Exactly.
could be gone in 3 years. Yeah, so we gotta
So
watch out for that.
you got right. So if RJ, if we kept him and 3 years from now we win with him, I'm cool with that. But I'd rather feed Brunson what he needs now, so he can actually take the steps he needs to make right now and get it together. So right now, I think RJ is just a little bit behind his stages, and unfortunately, this past season, I think he regressed. And I'm sorry, but you guys, people talk about Obi. Obi had 15 minutes a game to get to the point where he is now. RJ has had 35 plus minutes a game, 80 games a year, and still didn't improve enough. I think Obi improved more in the last year than RJ improved from his rookie year. And that's a shame when the guy had 80 games a year on his belt. So that's why I can't.
It's crazy, but it quickly showed a lot of improvement. Grimes showed improvement. Quickly, Grimes showed a lot of improvement. Mitch showed some improvement. I mean, I even thought Obi showed a little bit of improvement. I mean, yeah, those guys really got better.
So what?
RJ was at 80%. Sorry, go ahead.
What kind of significant move is that? All right, I know you said Levine and so on and so forth, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, do we have to move players or do we have to step away from the coach?
To me, I'll try to move some players. I don't think, personally, for me, look, I understand. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Wiz. Go ahead. You're about to talk.
No, you got. Go ahead. You're rolling. Go ahead.
Okay. I understand Tibbs made some stupid rotations in the second round against the Heat. I mean, he could have used Rose and Fournier a little bit. There's times in which Tibbs be a little bit stubborn. At the same time, Tibbs did get us to the playoffs 2 out of 3 years, though. So unless like Pop came out of nowhere or something like that.
I want to ask a question on that, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know this probably won't happen. Unless Pop randomly asks to leave San Antonio to come to New York, I would not fire Tibbs, though. I'm not going to do that, though. I'll keep Tibbs and try to change the roster. Tibbs is a good coach. I know he's stubborn sometimes. He's still a good coach, though. So I would not fire Tibbs and just change the roster a little bit.
All right, so here's my take with Tibbs. Before you want to go first, Boulevard, and follow up, or you want me to answer this?
No, do your thing.
Okay, so I think
I'm gonna ask you the question after you say what you say. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna ask it after you say what you say.
I know you're old school, so don't forget it, man. You have to write it down.
No doubt.
Yeah. So I'll just talk with you. So again, Tibbs, I think, is a really good coach. I appreciate everything he's done for us, and I admit, just like you, G-Money, he's taken us really far, probably further than we probably overachieved this year. In fact, I think we overachieved slightly, and it's credit to Tibbs. However, I still think we could have been better than we were had we had a different coach, because there's several. I can pick like 5 games without thinking that he cost us the game by his stubbornness and lack of creativity and his lack of even awareness of what's going on. Like the Dallas loss was the most blatant one.
That was blasphemy. Up 9 with 25 seconds ago, and you lose. How?
And you didn't switch out. You let bring Sims, the bigs in to get a rebound on a foul shooting, and you let
Luka.
Rebound.
That was
Big-
stupid.
Yeah, there's no way Grimes and was it the Grimes and IQ, Grimes and RJ were sitting there on the foul line, but you got bigs on the bench who could just grab. All he did was a rebound. So just that alone was egregious because he didn't ever do an offense-defense switch when he had timeouts to do it. That's even a basic thing. The next game he did it. So you can't have those mental lapses as a coach. And I know that if his assistant wasn't there to say. So I'm going to say that yes.
You coming through clear, but you kind of cutting in and out every time you talk. I don't know what it is, but I just been listening. I just wanted to tell you that, like,
all right,
you it's like a so can you come back in, and we'll let you finish though.
It's my excitement. It's not my excitement of moving and screaming.
It's not Jay. It's the device. Every time you talk, it goes like ooh, ooh, ooh. It sounds like a minor drop. I don't know what it is. I can hear.
Let me do a quick flip. 1 second. Let me rotate back in.
Right. So but I agree that Thibodeau does cost us games in some circumstances and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He definitely hasn't made all the best decisions at all the right times, you know. And as a human being, mistakes get made, you know. So
of course, ain't nobody perfect. Nobody.
Yeah, let me let Wiz back in and see if his audio is working a little bit better. No disrespect, I just had to tell you.
All right.
Yeah,
Test. Tested 1 2. Tested 1 2 3.
Yeah, you're not
20 by 20. 20 by 20.
Okay.
20 by 20.
So you was dropping before, and it was doing it for a while. It was like 20 minutes. It was going. I was like, I didn't know, but it's all good. You good now?
Appreciate it, man. Continue. So do I think there's enough of a mental block with Tibbs that he won't make critical errors during critical times to stop us from making a next step? I think he's proven to have done that too often. Probably not to assume it's going to be a pattern again in the future. However, appreciate where he's taking us, but I think there are coaches that can take us to the next step. One thing, Tyronn Lue may be the next cat can do it. I'm not going to try to throw names out there, but I think he can. So, but would I fire him right now?
I'm not trying to point no elbows while pointing elbows.
but right now, I wouldn't fire him right now for continuing to say. However, if there are any players, if I trade for BI, let's say BI wants to come or Levine, and if they even hesitate and say, I'd like to, however, and they mention, but you know, Tibbs kind of even the hesitation, I'll be like, bye, Tibbs. Start coming here. They hesitate because they're concerned about their interaction with Tibbs. Would be the last straw to let him go. But if they don't hesitate, I'm going to give him one last shot with a lineup that has enough talent and see what happens. I'm going to watch closely over even the regular season to see how often he gets into his zone and forgets about the fact that you guys mentioned earlier.
Tibbs got a short leash. Tibbs got a short leash with you?
Tibbs got a short leash with me, yes.
A short leash after 3 years and 2 playoffs?
The mistakes overwhelm those because I think anybody else.
The mistakes overwhelm the accomplishments? Are you serious?
I think their coaches could do the same thing. They could duplicate it. It's not like he's the only one who could have done what he did. He did well.
Duplicated. First of all,
Tibbs don't even talk to his coaches, man.
We didn't win we won 1 game. The second playoffs, we damn near took it 7 games. And come on, bro, are we not going to pay homage to what has happened?
That's why he's still here.
That's why I want to keep
that's why he's still here. Way to positive.
No, that's why I would keep Tibbs. That's what I'm saying, SK. I would keep Tibbs. That's what he does this year. SK, what I think
I'm
responding to what he said. I'm not getting at all of y'all. I'm responding specifically to what he said. So don't feel no type of way when I say. And I just talk with passion. I'm not mad. What I'm saying is, you got to give that man credit for the simple fact we've had that man for 3 years and we made 2 playoffs. Yeah. And then you're talking about the bad overweight of good. Wiz, you serious?
For the short leash, personally, but for the fact that he's done that, he's still here right now. Otherwise, he'd have been gone had he not done what he just did this past season. So he's still here for that. I'm giving him the credit to keep his job. Now he's got to show me why his job
stays for the next year based on his performance. It's almost like RJ. If RJ didn't perform in the playoffs, RJ would be gone in a second.
Oh yeah.
But RJ redeemed himself in the playoffs enough to give him another chance.
Did he?
To give him another
He did
enough
play
for
better.
a chance to not cut him right away. I would cut RJ and pay him to sit down almost like Fournier right
I
now
agree.
if he
I
didn't
agree.
show up in the
I
playoffs,
agree.
right?
I agree.
So Tibbs has the same opportunity because he showed up this season and did the playoffs as well with his squad. I think the squad was talented enough to do what they did. And I think any conscious coach who's aware, and again, I'm looking at things like this, the subtleties of the game. When you leave those, again, you guys mentioned it, when you leave our star players in, we either ahead by 20, behind by 20 with a minute left, risk of injury, which has happened. It's not like it's a potential. It happened last year with RJ. It happened again with Randall, where guys got injured because we're ahead by 20 or behind by 20, a minute left, and you didn't pull them out to protect your star's health. Brunson has been at risk a couple times with him leaving those
I
cats in.
agree.
I'm sorry, you can't jeopardize those guys' health. Isaiah Thomas, I'm talking about the Boston Celtics, Isaiah. They ruined that cat's life. I'm saying his life because they played him injured and now he never was the same again. And I can't put that to risk those players' health for one regular season game. It wasn't even playoffs for the Knicks. It was regular season. He was so locked in.
They did him dirty.
Right. It wasn't like we were a close game.
Hold on,
we were
but first
behind.
of all, they knew his hip was injured, and they knew they was going to do what they did. That's on Danny Ainge for being a dirty dog.
But they weren't trying to get him injured. They wanted to pay.
They
that
knew
man just lost his sister.
They knew his hip was worse than it was. They knew he should have probably needed surgery, but they wanted to see if they could win a championship.
Right.
So that man lost his sister. That man lost his sister. He went to Seattle for the funeral and came back and won the next game.
And he ain't just lose his sister. He lost his tooth.
And he lost his hip.
So that's why. But Boston was even more justified because it's the playoffs. Teams have done it in the regular season.
His sister
but regular season
died. I'm saying
the injury potential. No, but the injury potential I'm talking about. Let's separate the sister death. The injury potential was for a chip in the playoffs. With RJ and Brunson, there was in the regular season for one potential loss, one game that he wouldn't sacrifice. With us ahead by 20 points, with us behind by 20. You don't risk injury in a regular season game, even when it's a 1 point game.
RJ, to be honest with you, like you could say that maybe I'll give you that for a Randall or Brunson, but for RJ need all the experience he could get, bro. Until that
the guy got hurt last year with 20 a minute left.
Go off on his head to where he can be consistently. That guy, his ass needs to play every single fucking minute of every single fucking game. Swear to God. Unless his ass needs to sit down because he ain't doing nothing. I'm telling you, bro. It's a method to people madness. You might not like the method, but there be a method to people madness, and sometimes that shit work. Did it work? Hold on, that's the question.
He got hurt. He got hurt
in the frame. He didn't get hurt in the last minutes of the game.
It was last minute of the game. Come on, you don't remember last year?
It was the last minute of the game.
It was the last minute. We were ahead.
A minute and some change left.
A minute and some change left, and he left him in. Everyone said, "Pull him out." There's
no one who didn't. It was about a minute, some change left, man. That boy got hurt.
And again, he needs the time.
That's a fact. That's a fact, SK.
I agree with you. That's on Tibbs.
Okay.
Tibbs
That's on Tibbs.
Right there. Tibbs got a boo right.
So those are egregious errors that makes me go short lease for things like that. So
it was at a time where RJ was actually starting to catch rhythm and play better, so that set him back.
Yep. That's a fact.
Again,
I'm sorry, SK.
All
That's
the
a fact,
credit
dude.
in the world.
That's a fact, dude.
Yeah, he was catching rhythm. Getting that injury because you playing garbage minutes when you shouldn't be playing garbage minutes. And if I'm just being realistic, not being an asshole, then I agree with you because of the simple fact that I'm catching a rhythm. I'm starting to get into my flow, even though I'm up and down. I've been playing good for 5, 6, 7 games in a row, and then I get hurt because you want to play me in garbage time. You kind of fucked up my rhythm because he ain't played good until the playoffs after that.
I mean that's a known thing.
How he was playing before is what I mean. Like he probably had a nighter here, but not as consistent until like game 3 or 4 of the playoffs.
All right, so bros, let me ask you a question. So bros, let me ask you a question. We all know how Thibodeau runs his teams. Are you willing to say for the next 2 years? You know what he did in Chicago. We know what he did in Minnesota. Are we looking at the same things? Are we looking at a Minnesota and Chicago team in New York that he's running his players down?
No. And I think that's the narrative that people keep trying to run with. But
all right, hold on, little bro. Hold on, little bro, for 1 second. Do you see that maybe? And now, like I said, I like Tibbs. But I asked you the question the other day. When is it time that we do explore to get another coach? But do you think that he's running these people down? RJ, Julius, and several others. Even Gibby. When Gibby was here, Taj Gibbs, 67, when he was here, how do you think that coincides? I mean, we got an injured player on the team in Derrick Rose. So
to be honest with you, bro, I think these dudes should be thankful for Tom Thibodeau because Tom Thibodeau make them relevant when they're not relevant, right? So
okay, I'm laying back. Go ahead.
Taj Gibson, where Taj Gibson go to us after he left us? It doesn't even fucking matter because nobody cares because they're not relevant. Doesn't matter.
Wow. Okay. Yo, you took a hot shit tonight. Go ahead, bro.
But TSK. Okay, let's do this. Taj was playing 38 minutes at 50 years old. He played almost 40 plus minutes. When that cat was willing,
years old.
No, that cat is not. He doesn't need to be developed. You
was
had
he producing?
Sims.
Hold on, you talking about develop? Was he
a losing season last year? We're losing.
Hold on. You talking about last year, but he was on the team both years.
I know, but I'm talking about when he got 40 minutes. During a losing season.
Because why did he get 40 minutes? Because Nerlens was always hurt.
No.
But Sims was on the bench.
Context. But
Sims was on the bench.
He was the original starter, and he got 40 minutes by choice. He got 40 minutes by force. He full of it.
Sims is on the bench.
SK. Let Wiz make that point. Let Wiz make that point. They come back.
We had a
Go
rookie
ahead.
on the bench who needed some minutes just to get acclimated to an NBA game. We're losing the game. We're losing the season. And you tell me a 38-year-old needs to play 40-plus minutes to what? Develop his game? What is he there for? Why didn't give a young cat an opportunity to feel the game? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Sims earned his minutes. I'm saying that you got to bring these guys along. At moments they have.
Season is already a throwaway. So instead of trying to win, we should be playing young guys so they could develop. So maybe
it wasn't trying.
Probably help us win later.
No. Well, not probably. First of all,
sound like you're saying.
We knew Taj was his last year. You think that was Taj's last year? We're losing the season.
If he's the
we're
best
losing the
player
game.
Available, should we play him? Wiz, yes or no?
My man, he didn't play, but he doesn't play 40 minutes at 30 years old for the first time for the whole 2 years. He played 40 minutes to a cat because he just can't decide how to make, rotations.
I agree with that.
Because you're
hurt. No, I don't.
Freezes.
Nerlens and Mitch was
but
hurt.
Sims was healthy.
But
Sims was healthy.
Sims was healthy. Yes, he was.
Sims ain't ready. You want dudes to play dudes that ain't ready just because they a body.
We were losing. How many times you watch teams where they're losing the game and losing the season, and you see a young cat who needs a little run in a real live game to get a little feel of the game space, and you go, let him sit because my 30-year-old cat who hasn't played more than 20 minutes in 2.5 years, let him play 40 minutes because I just trust him. I'm just saying, you got to diversify a little bit and change your method somewhat. It's a little bit. I'm not saying give Sims 20, 25 minutes. Give the cat 10 minutes. If he had 10 minutes, I'd be okay with that.
Mix and match.
Mixed up, change the pace. Give the guy a little experience.
Something. You gotta do something. You gotta do something.
Yeah.
Especially when you're losing. It's like Burks for 50 games.
All right,
Burks for
all right.
50 games.
In my rebuttal, you made your point, and they've clapped. They gave you your
Yeah, I clap.
win. Sunday sermon. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
I did
So
it.
why you talking about last year him not doing that stuff when he doing exactly what you say he didn't do last year? He did that this year.
Cause he ain't do
No,
that
not
shit.
exactly. He still
He
hasn't.
do
He's
that
done.
shit.
Hold on,
He's made
hold
small.
on. You're not even listening. You just quick to try to cut me off. Look at that.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Bro. I'm sorry,
There you
brother.
go,
I'm
Wiz.
sorry.
There you go.
Go ahead.
I'm being toxic. I'm just fucking with you, Wiz.
Yeah. Goddamn tears, boy.
Yo, this
SK,
year,
nigga. SK,
But
again,
boy.
this
Yeah,
year,
fuck
but
SK.
for this year's example.
Oh,
Still
man.
right?
Dallas lost.
Nah, Wiz. I'm not done with you. Just because I'm being toxic doesn't mean I didn't have a point.
Hmm.
You did that shit. You brought that last year shit up as he don't make adjustments when he made the same
He
adjustments
don't.
about last year. He did that
I'm
shit
sorry.
this
I'm
year.
sorry, Wiz. He don't. I'm
And
sorry,
now you
SK. I
said not
love you, bro.
necessarily.
But he don't.
Necessarily. He played the young boys like y'all was begging for him to play the young boys. Sims got hella minutes until IQ and Mitch was completely healthy. He didn't deserve those.
That nigga was about to lose his job if he didn't. He's about to lose his fucking job, dude.
He wasn't gonna lose his job. That's cap.
Yeah, but no, he would have went to the front office then.
Hold on. As soon as they started running shit the Thibodeau way, we got back to what we do, and that was winning.
So you
Period.
saying getting rid of Cam Reddish was the Thibodeau way?
Getting
Is
rid
that
of
what you
Cam
telling
Reddish,
me?
sitting Fournier on the bench, losing his attraction to Rose because he didn't fucking favor Rose until people begged for Rose to get off the bench because they realized Rose was never getting off the bench. See what I'm saying? And
Okay,
he
so now-
acquiesced to a lot of these people and got that man off the bench in one of these close games where he would have let the starters finish. Like I always complaining about why you always letting your starters finish the game when you always up 20.
Yeah, you funny with that shit right there, man.
By the way, Smoke, this season,
Go ahead, Smoke. Go ahead.
I can name.
Who gonna bring the smoke if I don't bring the fucking smoke? Who gonna do it?
I can name 10 games this past season.
You know what? You
including
gonna
the
do it.
playoffs.
Did we win all 10 or did we lose all 10?
We lost
What?
all
You won-
10.
That's
Yeah.
cap.
10 games
That's
I'm
cap.
talking about.
I know you
that-
capping. I know you capping.
Game 6, Miami. Last 5 minutes. Game 4, Miami.
We had that game. We had
Issue.
it. Go ahead, Wiz. I'm
We-
sorry.
Yo, you telling me RJ?
Yo, Boulevard,
1
you're
for
part of the
10.
problem.
RJ, 1 for 10.
Huh?
1
You're
for
part of the
10.
problem.
RJ. But Smoke. RJ, 1 for 10. Josh Hart, 2 for 13. And you're telling me leave those cats in the game all the way to the end.
Wiz is talking the truth, man. I'm sorry. Hey, look, I'm gonna send you some barbecue.
What truth? What
I'm
truth?
gonna send you.
has
I'm sending you some
You
barbecue,
keep breaking
dude.
down
I'm
this
sending you some
long
barbecue.
scenario, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Mhm.
It was 5 minutes in the game.
Wiz is telling.
30
Wiz
seconds.
is telling the
Hold on.
truth.
The
Wiz is
referee
telling the
blew
truth.
whistle this way. He was about to wipe his hand
Yo,
with the
game
left side of
6.
a towel.
Game 6.
Come on, Wiz. What are you talking about?
Celtics game 6. He had no problems with the way he coached the game.
Why
Game
did
6,
we
he had no
lose
problem.
game 6?
Wiz
We lost game
is
6
telling the
because of
truth.
we lost game 6 because of Thibodeau. Is that what you saying?
No, RJ 1 for 5, right?
Yeah,
RJ
RJ
won
one
for
for 5.
10.
1 for 10. So
All
1
right,
for
say
10.
1 for 10.
Josh
then.
Hart,
Cool.
Josh Hart, like didn't want to shoot the ball. And
Don't
was
skip
like
over that
1
1 for 10. How many assists and rebounds did he have in that game? I think he had 2 assists all game.
And that's my point. Why do you keep that man
It's
in?
Thibodeau's
all-
fault that man don't know how to pass the fucking ball.
Thibodeau's fault for letting him play all the way to the end of the game in the fourth quarter when he sucked the whole game. It's the coach's fault to leave a guy who can't find a shot
Bro,
in the game, the whole game, where we need a shot.
It's an elimination game. You got to go with your best dudes. And
He
this dude's been
sucked.
playing for you all season. And first of all,
Exactly.
y'all said,
You said
hold on.
you just
And
hit
first
it.
of all,
You
y'all
just
said
hit it.
RJ redeemed himself. So regardless if he goes
No,
1
no,
for
not-
fucking 10, you hoping he redeem himself.
You don't
Okay.
know. There's that hope. You can see a guy's game is off. You can see a man's game is off. and you know when he's off, he's off. You don't play him all the way through. I don't
That's
try
you know better than
even
that.
2 minutes,
I do.
even 2 minutes during the last 5 to get RJ out of the game and say, okay, RJ, you ain't got it today, man. What's wrong?
Nah,
How you feel?
When he would have went, it wouldn't have been the 1 for 5. It would have been the 1 for 7. I would have been like, yo, my man, pass the fucking ball.
Exactly, but he wasn't.
Hello?
And he still didn't. So why you
Hello?
gonna play him all the way through the last 4th quarter
Hello?
and don't try somebody else? That's the coach's fault.
I'm like, you ain't got it. You tight. You tense. Pass, and then
Sit
somebody
down- or
you
sit
get
down.
some easy buckets. He went
Even
1 for
better,
10 'cause
sit down.
He turned into a jump shooter, and that's not his game. And then
Even
we know
better,
when he,
sit
game.
down.
and then we know when he get tight laying the ball up, that ain't his game either.
Mm-hmm.
So even better, sit him down.
I ain't gonna lie.
He should have sat at least 2 minutes in the last 5 minutes.
I'd rather,
Just 2.
and people not gonna like what I'm about to say because I don't
Say
give a
it. Fuck it,
I'd
say it.
rather Julius Randle going 3 for 15 or 3 for 12 with the 10 rebounds than a nigga going 1 for 10 and only giving me 2 assists and not realizing or recognizing I ain't got it tonight and passing the ball and trying to help in other ways. Like, and if we
I'd
can make
rather
it,
Deuce.
hold on, I'm not done with. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking in general, right?
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So don't feel offended. I'm
not
just
offended,
saying.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, all right.
I
I'm just
agree with
saying,
your ass.
like straight up, like I'd rather because at least Randall, when he don't shoot well, he does other things like rebound and pass the basketball. Your man's and them just be having tunnel vision all fucking game, and then we make excuses for tunnel vision, like he going down the Holland or Lincoln Tunnel all fucking game, and then we be like, no, he gonna get better. He got vision. He averages 3 assists in like 4 years, and this shit went down this year.
Facts. Okay, that's why I'm agreeing with you completely. RJ should not have been in that game.
But
no, but there's no but. RJ should not have been in that game.
All right.
RJ should not have been in that game in the last 5 minutes. Or if he was, he should have had at least a 2-minute break
I
somewhere.
agree with you. In that last 5 minutes, I think RJ wasn't in the game, but he wasn't the reason we lost. I think that last play, Randall wasn't ready to catch the ball. Brunson put himself in the
forget
weird
no, not one
position.
play, man. Forget
You
the
know what
one
I'm
play.
saying?
One
that
play. Now forget about one play.
It was the most critical play, man. We down with like 90 seconds on the clock. We have to score. They're running a play, but they're not really like they're anxious and they're nervous. You got to get through it so you can fucking know next year we ain't gonna be anxious and nervous. We're gonna be ready.
You know, but you know why? You know why Randall had double team on that play? Because Josh Hart
Because
and
he's our
RJ
best
were on the
player.
outside.
I keep telling y'all, you ain't gotta listen.
Yo,
the best player gets double teamed because they know who is going to.
And Brunson, but you know why else? Because Josh Hart and RJ were on the perimeter who can't shoot.
And that's and
who
that's
were
Tom
missing all
Thibodeau's
game.
fault. Hold on, that's Tom
It's Tom's
Thibodeau.
fault. Yes.
Hold on, that's
Yes.
Tom Thibodeau. Hold on,
For having them in the game.
hold on. Is that Tom Thibodeau fault that these boys is in the NBA and don't work on a fucking stroke? Is that his fault?
For playing them. For playing them. It's almost like
they get paid. Hold on, Boulevard. He's telling me these dudes that get paid millions of dollars that went to every summer fucking camp that their parents woke them up to go to. Need somebody to tell them to get in the fucking gym and work on your jump shot. This is what he's trying to convince me.
No, I'm saying for playing you. I'm saying I don't care what you're getting paid. If your game is off and you suck that game, you don't play. You can't have a kid in there going 1 for 10
I get your meaning.
With no threat whatsoever. There's no threat for anybody else. They weren't worried about Josh or RJ or Mitch because they know those guys were not getting the ball. If they got the ball, they'd have stood out. They'd have, just like you did with me. Give them the open shot. I was on the court, and they'll be like, let Wiz shoot that shot. We know he ain't going to hit it. And that's what they did with RJ and Josh Hart and Mitch. They were like, those 3 are not getting the ball. It's either Brunson or Randall. So forget about the rest.
They would never do that. These boys, sorry, Bull, I'll let you go next. They would never do that if the boys worked on their jump shot and they made themselves threats.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying is this. That they did not, they shouldn't have been on the floor. They shouldn't have been on the floor. They shouldn't have been
Wiz,
playing. That's the coach's
Wiz,
fault.
Wiz, I understand exactly where you coming from. No matter how many different ways you put it, no matter how many different ways you reiterate it, I understand exactly what you're saying. These dudes ain't good enough, but I'm not about to blame the coach because these dudes ain't got work ethic. That's not on the coach. That's not on the coach. That's on you as a person. If these dudes don't work on their weaknesses, that's on them. Now, how many times you got to be reminded to work on your weakness? Come
Well,
on.
yo, Smoke. Yo, Smoking Wiz. I'm gonna give it up to I'm gonna give it up to Smoke on this one. He absolutely right, man. You got to work on your craft. If this is what the hell you gonna do.
But I'm saying, but you're missing the point of even if you work in your craft, if your name was Michael Jordan and you were 0 for 20 with no proven history of hitting a shot in the final minute, you're not playing on my team in the last 5 minutes without somebody else being given a shot.
So you gonna snatch him out, right?
You snatch him out of the game. The coaches have to do that.
Okay.
The coach got to make that decision.
All right.
It's not the player.
So then,
the player has shown
I
he
agree with
sucked. You know his shot sucked. You know he's been off. Don't give him a chance to fail. You set him up for failure. That's what he did.
So with our team, I'm asking you and Smoke, Wiz, respect, of course, respect, and also Smoke, respect. So if we had a confident, how about if we had a confident Quickly? We had a confident Quickly, and we had a confident Grimes. Where could we have been, and how far could we win?
Probably would have made it to the championship if they would have just hit.
If we had a confident Quickly and confident Grimes.
Yo, they were literally non-existent. Nobody talks about it at all.
Okay,
Conference finals. I mean, conference finals minimum.
All right, so we would have went to the ECF.
We made it literally on 4 dudes' backs: Mitch, Randall, RJ, and fucking Brunson. The whole playoff, and sprinkling some Obi.
I ain't hear you say you. I ain't hear you say your man. I ain't hear you say your man.
Josh Hart and Obi.
Say your man.
Josh Hart and Obi.
All right, I ain't hear you say your man though.
I said my man first. Cut it out.
I didn't hear
that. I didn't hear that either.
I didn't hear that.
Well, you go on your computer and then run it back, and then you'll hear me say.
No, I'm not on my computer. I'm on my.
Because I said it, my boy. You feel me?
Man, that's funny.
On some serious.
What Lil Wayne said, it's not that I'm talking fast. You just listen slow.
Right? Yeah. No. Also, no. But I know we joking. But suppose. Weezy. Yo, get yourself together, Weezy. Stop playing games, Weezy. You fucking up, Weezy. Get your life together, man. Get your life.
I'll be right back, fellas.
All right,
yes, sir. Well, on some real shit, SK. On some real shit, SK. Suppose Grimes and Quickly was about it.
I think to answer your question, like I think, to be honest, like if they would have gave us a little more, I think Quickly was super indecisive. It was his real was he with us? He didn't really play in that first playoff run. I think he was with us, but he didn't really play.
He was hurt.
So yeah. And then he got hurt later on in our playoff run this year. So that was another factor. But like he goes hot and cold sometimes, but he goes on long runs. So I just think it's a confidence thing and just knowing what you need to do at all points, and you know what I mean? And adjusting to what the team is doing to you, because in a series is different than just playing the team and one night and then you ain't going to see them for like 6 weeks later. It's different than going to see them 2 or 3 days later when you know they might try to work with, or they're gonna pinpoint tendencies and microscoping and stuff like that. So it's a big difference. So it just takes some takes some adjusting to. You have to go to the playoffs often to learn what's expected of you so you can exceed what's expected of you. That's why I say just keep the players that we have. You know, plug them on here. If Obi gotta go, Obi gotta go. If Quickly gotta go, Quickly gotta go. But just stay with the Randall, RJ, Brunson, because that's our core. Period.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yo, I'm with you with that.
Yeah, in my mind, like I don't like you could, you know, if you want to get rid of Randall, you want to get rid of RJ, but at this point, like RJ and Randall's been together for 4 years, right? So they got camaraderie. No matter if people be like, "Yo, son don't like son," that is not true. You know what I mean, they like each other.
That's me. That's what the hell is that? What's going on?
Nah, you good? It's not you. They like each other. People always try to pretend and add like people don't like certain people and stuff like that. Speculating about people relationships and like they like each other. If they didn't like each other, you would know they didn't like each other because they wouldn't talk. They wouldn't like they coexist. Just because they might not interact the way you want to interact with the people. That's not how you go. It's a job. A lot of people forget that they think because it's basketball that you're supposed to just like everybody that you work with. No, I just work with you, bro. I don't gotta like you.
Can I ask you a question? Did you? That was a good point.
You don't like everybody you have a conversation with.
Did you see the interview with Randall and Paul George?
I did.
All right, so my brother, what did you think about the interview? I mean, like in telling and detailing. I mean, how he was talking out his mouth. I mean, and no disrespect, of course.
I think.
How did you take his intake?
I think once again, when a motherfucker say something in particular, they want to interpret it the way they want to interpret it, and they don't actually hear what you said. Like I heard somebody say that when New Orleans got the first round pick and Randall decided to sign with the Knicks, that he was running or something like that, or he knew better. I think it was he knew better or something like that. It's like, yo, first of all, if you know the team is going in another direction and it's not the direction for you, wouldn't you do what's best for you and your family? It's like people don't even hear themselves when they come up with these fucking hypotheses that they be coming up with. They just want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just want to bring it up. But it's like, and that's just one part of the interview. But I listened to where he said that he really wasn't a film guy like that. And, you know, just being in certain situations made him more of a film guy and stuff like that. I think it was just being as genuine as he could be. You feel me? It's hard when you're in a big market and they critique everything you fucking do.
The number one market.
Yo, but okay, I'm gonna learn.
And then you can say, I don't like this, but then the motherfucker will be like, you know how I interpreted what he said he didn't like? It's like, yo, my nigga, why can't you just, he said he didn't like that. Don't stretch it into some shit that it wasn't. He said he didn't like this. And this is what we do in New York. And that shit kind of corny. I ain't gonna lie.
No doubt.
Let me chime in on the Randall interview. Can you hear me? Okay, so Randall interview, everything, I gave him props. I recognize, man, accountability. He did everything right in the interview.
But
however, I still
that's the other word for but, Boulevard. However,
there is one, but okay. So, but
I hear you.
When motherfuckers start with the preferences, just go into the bullshit.
No, I gotta give the guy.
Tell me what you don't like, because I don't need to get false praise.
I gotta start off with props. Yo, I can't tear somebody down without giving them credit for what they got.
That's bullshit.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
You smart.
I cannot critique.
I'm gonna sit back for this one.
Yo, guess what? I've managed corporate divisions the last 20 years as director, senior manager, assistant, AVP, and I know people's personalities and I know people's traits. Human beings react more to encouragement than to critique, right? It's got to be constructive criticism, and it can't be constructive if all you do is insult them and point out the negative. So what I do is I look at a cat and go, what are your strong suits? Here they are. Boom, 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 boom. What you need to work on? Boom. Okay, so same with Randall. Strong suits, 9 out of 10. One, the interview, 9 out of 10. Let me give you the 10% that I question about his comments.
Now you want to focus on the 1%, even though his interview was 9 out of 10. You see how you are?
I gave it a 9, so I'm gonna give it a 9. I give it a 9 first.
I'm just telling you what we're
I
talking
said I
about.
gave him the 9. You say don't even start with a 9. Don't give him the 9. Don't give him the accountability.
I'm saying because it's fake praise because you want to focus on.
Why
the
would
1%.
it be fake? I'm not
talking about the 90%.
I'm gonna mention all 9. I'm gonna all 10. I'm gonna mention all 10 in the same amount of time. I mentioned the 10, the 1. Right. I'm gonna mention the 9.
What did you not like about the interview, Wiz?
The only question mark I have about interview, not the dislike, is that a player at that level of game, film study is a critical part of professional sports, team sports. It's a critical part of team sports, even individual sports. So when I played college soccer, I played college basketball, play college football. Film study helps your game at a level that doesn't happen in live action. So even Tibbs, where he talks about watch the film, I know some of it is just BS, but it's a part of his game where you have to study the game, because until you see your flaws by watching it, you don't necessarily know you have those flaws. So when you step aside and be objective.
You think this man ain't watching film, bro? It's in your contract. You gotta watch film, bro. He talking about his personal time watching film.
No. But you know what? Wiz is making a great point, and no disrespect, SK.
You're not disrespecting. You could just say your opinion. No preference.
Yeah. No diggity. I'm never gonna disrespect nobody that I fuck with and I rock with.
Just say how you feel.
Yeah. I think Wiz is making a valid point of what he's saying. I'm sitting here and I'm listening. And as you get older, man, you know how you gotta move. You know how you gotta rock. And he's basically saying what it is. He's basically saying what it is. So I'm gonna give props of the Wiz, man, on that one.
I think.
And it's not a personal thing. It's a
it's not
being a man thing.
We're talking basketball. We're not even insulting each other. So
no doubt. No, we're talking basketball. But it's almost even like the speed of light. Yeah, the speed of personalities and stuff like that.
Wiz is right in a sense, but also wrong in a sense, right? Because you're obligated in a sense to watch film because you have to go to the facilities, you have to practice. These things are in your obligation.
Okay.
But if he's not doing it in his personal time, I think that's what he's talking about. So you're thinking, oh, he doesn't watch film? No, bro, he has to watch film because he's a part of the team and it's a team requirement to watch film. He's talking about watching film on his personal time.
So Smoke,
and you're making it seem like he don't watch film at all.
Smoke. I've been in the locker room, X's and O's on the board.
I got you on that.
I play defense. In the locker room, you watch the defensive coordinator put the X's and O's on the board and you watch it. But you got the book. You take it home the book as well, the playbook, right?
Can't hear you.
Playbook at home. You're supposed to do it on your own. At home, otherwise you walk in that locker.
This ain't the NFL, bro. You looking at it like it's the NFL.
It's the same concept of you do
no,
some work
it's
on
not
your own
the
at
same
home.
Concept.
You don't
get cut in the NFL if you don't know the playbook in the first in the NBA if you don't know the playbook in the first 3 days. And it's a different type of playbook because you go by positions.
But film watching is your responsibility to a little extra at home makes you a better player. It's almost like working out. Some cats only work out at the facility. Work out at home as well.
So if I was playing devil's advocate right now, shouldn't that man get more credit for quote unquote not watching film as much as you would like him to watch film and still producing?
I just gave him all the props by saying he's a 9 out of 10. He's a 9 out of 10.
Man.
But can I talk
about
that
10? On the 1 out of the 10.
9 out of 10. He's a guy at 90. I'm giving a guy I was an A student, okay? I had grades sometimes in junior high school. Here's my junior high school.
Why didn't you tell me? You didn't tell me. You said 9 out of 10, but you didn't tell me one thing that you liked. You went immediately to
I did start
the
off
thing
with
that you didn't like, bro. I'm just telling you what I remember.
Accountability, physical conditioning. I went through them. I went through leadership. Is talk about his mentality about leading us by example. I could keep going. I could not stop. Man working his 3-point shooting. The man is working his post game. His weight.
It's funny how you
got leaner.
It's funny how you quick note and know, but then you want to elaborate on the film shit though.
Because I said we all know how good Randall is. A 9 out of 10. He's a 9 out of 10. He's a top 5 player, a power forward in the league. Maybe top 10 in the
top
league
2.
overall.
Top 2. There's only one person better in the league. Man.
Okay, I count AD and Giannis as power forwards.
AD ain't better than Randall, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
That's okay. He's not better because of availability, I think, but skills and talent and etc. He's a little bit better by overall. But I'm gonna give it to him. Okay, we can disagree. Okay, top three. Okay, in the league power forward. So I'm already giving him props as being one of the best players in the NBA.
But you don't gotta give him props. It's already on paper.
Hold on, SK, let the man.
He say given. You can't give somebody
I already acknowledge it.
in this world, bro.
That's let the man rock. Let the man rock. That's go ahead, man.
I can barely even hear him.
I can hear him. I can hear him. But SK, let that man rock, and then you go do what you gotta do after that. Let that man rock.
Go ahead, Wiz, but don't take a half an hour.
I'm already expressing that he is, because you just asked me about his 9 out of 10, and don't mention it. I'm trying to express those 9, and now you're shutting me down when I'm trying to tell you about the 9. I was salutatorian, right, from in school, right, number 2, right. My boy, best friend too. Man, first semester, the professor gave us 90s for tests we got 100 times, because he said, you know what? If I give you 100, you have no room for improvement. Man, that cat's mother came to the school. His mother came to the school and said, yo, you better give my son that 100. He beat me by that exact 0.07% to be the valedictorian, right? Because his mother came to the school and said, give me that 100. Guess what? When I got that 90, I go, okay, what do I need to get to the 100? I knew I was doing the work. So next test, guess what I did? I studied the whole book. I was ahead of this class. And he actually put on the exam that day. If he put on the exam that day, something he hadn't taught yet. I got 100. My boy got 95. And the fact is, his mother complained that you didn't teach that. Then he goes, but how come, Wiz got that? And I said, because I studied ahead. And they go, that's not fair. I go, unfortunately, sometimes it ain't fair, but I recognize that I got to do a little extra work to excel beyond what the professor expected. So with me, I still would look at myself and realize when I got a 90, what do I need to improve to get an extra 10? I don't focus on the 90% that I got down. Like Randall, I don't need to talk about his 90%. You just said it. It's already documented. It's already a fact. We know what Randall can do. Why got to talk about what the guy already got, and it's obvious. So let's talk about the 10% to make him the LeBron James category. The Michael. What if you want to say that? Right? Let's find those 10% to make him like the elite player that he can be. And I really think Randall has all the tools and maybe a little bit of IQ to be almost in a dialogue of elite level where even LeBron was. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but Randall is just a little bit short of being that one more step into that category. And I say, let's find it. And you know what it could have been? It could have been not putting the extra work in on film work when he was home to make him even that much better. It could have been that. I'm not saying it's that. I just say it could have been that. So what I do is I find every single chance I get. Like Kobe Bryant's training was crazy. He called it blackout, right? The blackout training. I'm like, yo, you don't need to do that to get yourself. But you know what? He thought he did. And he was still the best, and he still kept on training like that. Jerry Rice training was
No, Jerry Rice.
crazy.
You're right.
He was the best, but yet his training never stopped when he was
Yeah.
ready to acknowledge as the best.
Oh, that's what I'm
okay
gonna
with
ask y'all. That's
I'm
what I'm
okay
gonna
with
ask y'all.
saying the guy is great,
You
but
want
I'm okay with looking for being
you
better.
want Randall to have that not you want
Oh
Randall
man,
to
I
have
want to
like
ask y'all
a
something
90,
so
you
bad.
want Randall to have like a 90s focus, an old school focus. You want him to cut his cell phone off during the playoffs. Matter of fact, you want him, you don't even want to see his wife and his kid. Hold on. I'm not done. You don't want to see his wife, his kids, or his son in playoff game. You would prefer if he was just fully focused, just tunnel vision. That's just say what you want, man.
Almost, not all the way, but almost. Yes, I want.
Not on. Stop. See this? See how
because guess what? Here's why. No. Because some guys need their kid watching them to inspire himself. So I wouldn't say 100%. I wouldn't say why the kid not there.
To not
So he
focus
may
on
need
nothing
that.
but basketball. Period.
But social media during the playoffs, cut it off. Cut off the social media
You don't
because it
want that
affects them.
motherfucker to focus on nothing but basketball. Period.
I want to be celibate. I want to be celibate. I want to be celibate. I want him to actually take up.
Celibate. Celibate means basketball. Period.
Exactly. I want that. Okay, if you want to say that, yes.
Yeah.
I want a cat to be on like Ramadan. I want to be fasting in the daytime, eat only at night.
That man ain't committed no crimes. He ain't in prison. He is not a slave.
That's why he's the best.
Can only do the best of his ability, bro. Not by force, by choice.
And I agree.
And according to you, Zion's setting a new standard, so of course it's by choice.
Zion, by the way, I would not.
You said.
I'm saying I wouldn't want Zion except for a very, very team-friendly deal, and that means I wouldn't give up Randall for him. I wouldn't even give up RJ for Zion. But Obi, you don't even like. I give up Obi, Fournier, and Rose, and a couple of picks. I would do that deal to see what that guy can do. To me, those are throwaways almost anyway. So give me that. I don't want Zion, but if you want to give him to me,
for like 3 hours. It's a minute. Yeah. I think we covered this topic as well.
And guess what?
Other topics.
The Knicks have no deals done. The Knicks have no deals done right now.
No deals.
And Boston
is mad that other teams is making moves and we ain't made no moves. Maybe not. Sometimes not doing stuff when other people is doing stuff is the right move, right?
Believe me, I know it. Yo, I was in the military. I was in the Marine Corps, man. Sometimes the best thing is stay silent, remain in the dark, and sit there. Wait.
You ever worked at a job, had the perfect crew, and then 3 or 4 or 5 people leave the job, and then it's not the same? Don't work the same. The vibe ain't the same. Then you realize I don't fucking want to work here no more.
Better yet, you've been in a martial arts match against a black belt that has the best moves, and you stand there and just watch him go through emotion and be like, what, okay, keep going. And then boom!
Where's hella wild? He brought up a situation he hasn't even been in.
I'm talking about that. Look at my Facebook page, man. I'm 50 black belt, baby. Yo, I stood there and I watched this cat. Used to be. I'm the master of I'm a mixed martial arts school, son. I'm the 5th degree, man. Used to be. Once you're black belt, you don't lose it. You don't lose it. The only thing that happens is you lose some of your physical gifts. Like I can't do no flips no more. I can't really do it. But my advanced knowledge.
You still know Krav Maga?
Oh, man, Krav Maga is a foundation of is 1/10 of my style. 1/10 of my style,
1/10 of his style. You heard that? Don't let him get that grip move on you. You won't get out.
Exactly.
Don't let him get that grip. Word.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, man.
Give me your last word, Wiz. We're going to shoot at the Boulevard, and then we're going to get out of here, man.
Yo, last one. Yo, I need some sign that his front office is making a small adjustment, at least, to improving us. And that could just be adding a 3 6'8" cat that can come in there and maybe replace Obi or Quickly or Grimes. I just need somebody that has a dimension to give us more perimeter shooting and perimeter defense that takes us to a little bit next level. That's all I want. And I'm not going to be picky on who's going to be, but give me something. I cannot stand still in this case because I don't think our players right now are going to grow enough in the next 8 months to take us past where we've been this past season. That's all I want. Other than that, I'm a Knicks fan through and through. Boulevard, Willie, you're the man. 718 boys, baby. 718 boys. All right, Bully.
Boulevard, any last words before you call it a night? He might be out.
He might be out. I know.
He might be
my
out.
last words took him out. Yep.
Well, so, yo, Boulevard,
words,
any
Bully,
last
he's out.
words before you completely out, sir?
You're muted.
Good
You're
night,
muted.
sir. Well, for
Okay.
Boulevard 73, for Wisdom,
Mhm.
a.k.a. Wiz, for the Smoking
Mhm.
Nick, do I have any last words before I call it a night? I don't, man. If Obi want to go, man, then you do what's best for you and your family, man, respectfully, man. I respect that, feel me? But I also expect for you to be better when you leave the Knicks. If you leave the Knicks and you don't do shit, we gonna have problems and we gonna have words about you. And you know I'm gonna address it. I don't give a fuck. So
Subscribe.
for,
Check
Yeah.
that box there. Yo,
yeah,
like.
man, hit the
the
like.
TSK.
Y'all already know, man. This different type of content. You feel me? This ain't your grandma's furniture. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This the dice
Great
game
stuff,
spot.
yes,
This
sir.
the barbecue spot. This the you feel me? The barbershop. But
Mhm.
Wiz, I appreciate you coming through. For everybody in the chat, let me acknowledge the people in the chat real quick that came through, man. Shaw Legacy, Senga Waldron, you feel me? Salute to you. Quiet Money came through.
Mhm.
Dre came through. Real Knicks fans came through. My man Adam came through. And my man Mets 2128 came through. Kenny Payne and Eric Wallace. You feel me? So
Mhm.
appreciate everybody that show me love and that be rocking with the show. You know what I mean? I know y'all know I'm a little psycho ball, but I appreciate the love and I give it back. You feel me? It's all love. Just gonna tell you like it is, man. That's all you got to get used to is the truth. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. You know, other than that, you feel me?
Mhm.
Everybody have a great Thursday. You feel me? And we gonna go out like this, man. 100